Last time on Higurashi. Anyone want to fill us in, chat? Chat, do you remember what happened last time on Higurashi?
Chat, do you remember fucking anything? We can rely on you ever?
No. No, we cannot rely on chat. That is not a thing. The chat is to be funny and silly and throw things at me, but you can't right now, because I got a PNG tuber. I don't. My brain not brain. Let me see if I remember. So we started off last stream. Takano was opening the EDA clinic, and she went to the Furude shrine, and she was going to make an offering with a 10 yen piece, and this is very symbolic because she was able to make the call to Dr. Takano and get adopted by him, basically, because there was a 10 yen coin. So it was her kind of like challenging God by putting a 10 yen coin in the offering box, but she tried to drop it in, and it stopped in midair and got flung out. And Hanyu appears and is like, bitch, I'm challenging you. So apparently Hanyu can travel through time at any point, because she's a god. And so right now we are at the perspective of Hanyu. And we are trying to piece together the fragments of time to make the perfect timeline, basically. So we get these little vignettes of different things that happen, and we need to make sure these things happen so other things happen. It's very butterfly effect. We learned that Irie had a father who suffered a concussion, and that's kind of what made Irie get into brain stuff and brain surgery, because he wanted to prove to people that the reason his father got a concussion, basically, and then started to act very cruel and abusive was because you can have things physically happen to your brain that change your personality. And so he started researching lobotomy, and he wanted to prove to people that, like, mental illness can be cured by cutting out part of the brain. Which is kind of fucked, but that's why Irie got into it. And we also we knew that the first death of the curse of Oyashiro-sama, quote-unquote, was Oishi's, like, mentor, basically. Like, we knew that already, but we didn't know how that fight broke out. It was just kind of, or, like, how that murder was, even happened. Was basically one of the workers on the dam project just kind of, like, had a disagreement and lost it, and they ended up killing the manager of the dam project. Manager? Right?
Yes.
Okay. So, the Hinamizawa syndrome took over this dude, basically, and they killed him, and Oishi's kind of fucked up about that, and that's kind of why Oishi has made it his life's mission to figure out what the fuck is the deal with the curse of Oyashiro-sama, where these deaths happen around Watanagashi. We also learned, most likely, that Satoko, since she does suffer from Hinamizawa syndrome, killed her parents because she suffered delusions about them planning or plotting to kill her. So she, it was insinuated, killed her parents. What else do we learn? Did we learn anything else that I'm forgetting?
I think that's kind of the breadth of it. It was a lot of little snippets. We learned a little bit about Satoko, too, if you didn't go over that.
Yeah, I said the thing with Satoko killing her parents.
Sorry. Admittedly, I caught a whiff of garlic bread from outside, and I got so distracted. I'm really hungry.
We've all fucking been there, dude. God forced to experience causality. Yes. Okay, what did we learn? Did we learn anything specific about Satoshi that I'm forgetting?
I think you covered all of it.
Yeah, I'm trying, because we learned that Satoshi joined the baseball team and like EDA ended up becoming the coach of the baseball team for a specific reason. I don't exactly remember that reason.
Because Satoshi was experiencing like deep fucking pits of depression and listlessness, and EDA was like, there is nothing that I can do to help you with your material circumstances, but I can give you a hobby, and that will help.
That's very sweet. Yeah, okay. That's good. That is what we learned.
Because
as far as
EDA
Satoshi
was
goes.
like, he's exhausted, and he's like on the fucking brink. What he needs is he needs a third space.
Yeah. Oh, I guess another thing, like, when it comes to Satoshi and Satoko, is that Satoko was hospitalized, and she was at stage, like, L5 with Hinamizawa syndrome,
Yes.
and they were saying that, like, they were going to dissect her, basically, which would kill her. And EDA was like, I can't do this, because this is, like, Satoshi's, like, everything. Like, I can't dissect his, like, little sister. That's fucked up. So we did learn that. Trying to think if there's, like, literally anything else. There was a thing with Rika and Satoko where they went to the store and everybody was treating Satoko like shit because she's a Hojo, and the Hojos were not against the damn project, but they were for it, and they were like, dude, we get new houses and we get a payoff. Like, this would be great, honestly. Which I don't really blame them, but, like, there are a lot of places in America where they'll be like, hey, we're demolishing this building, you gotta move out in 2 weeks, and they don't give you shit. So, anyway. Now, let's see what other pieces we can line up. Continue. Connecting fragments. Ba-ba-ba.
Hooray.
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 So, let us go through Satoko's... Okay, we got detailed test result, I think, the L5.
Yeah, I think we can do this one.
Yeah. Let's see. Nope.
Fuck!
Nope. Alas. Discontinuation of Satoko Hojo's dissection plan.
We don't have that, I don't think.
Okay. Oh, there we go. L5 stage patient's dissection is required.
And a queen carrier must be willing to participate. I'm not sure we have Rika's permission.
We do not have Rika's permission.
I don't think we have that.
Don't have that. Don't have that. There's also the research on... No, I don't think we have that. Research needs to have hit its first snag. Instructions for the kidnapping operation of the minister's grandson. I don't think we have that.
No.
Okay. Satoshi... Nope. Okay. Execution order for the third year's curse. No.
No, I don't think so.
No. Prior consent for the collection of cerebrospinal fluid is required.
I don't know. We can try.
Let's try it. I remember cerebrospinal fluid being mentioned.
Yeah.
Koizumi? Did Koizumi die yet?
I don't think.
Not yet.
I spill my fragment smuts. Help! 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 Help!
High fever. Nope. I don't remember her getting high fever. Bottle of wine for a toast.
Nope.
Promise of Toмотake. Rika and Satoko's shopping trip. The Shinto priest contacting the EDA Institute. Don't remember that. Rock candy as a treat. Nope. Satoshi Hojo's part-time job. Awareness of his sins.
Spinal fluid, OMG. Is that an Attack on Titan reference? Get that shit out of here.
When is there spinal fluid shit in the I guess I didn't get that far. Okay, they need to move.
I don't want to hear nothing about that fucking show, dog. That shit is ass.
No, I liked the show up until a certain point, and then it kind of gets off the rails.
It's Nazi shit, dog.
It's okay, but it had the thing that sucks is it has some really good ideas, but yes, it is very nationalist. Yes,
Yeah.
that's the word. That's what I'm thinking of. But yeah, it got
We don't
mentioned.
Get into all that.
We don't need to get into all that. We need to connect these fragments. We cannot be distracted by frivolities of nationalist
Hanyu has
anime.
spilled her fragments in Lego City.
Oh no! Did he have awareness of his sins? No, that was EDA. Tea set. Red capsule. Strawberry milk candy. Got it. Let's go. Mion.
There we go. Mion-san, your friend is here.
I heard the housekeeper's voice. Our house and the front yard are huge, so unlike normal houses, ringing a doorbell or yelling my name repeatedly, asking to play won't work. Okay, thank you. Who is it?
Rika Furude-chama.
Oh, finally. Can you tell Granny that Rika-chama is here? I think she's on the porch. I'll get the watermelon. Granny received many... Stop! Scout! That's probably what she said when arriving, yes. Granny received many beautiful watermelons from somebody, so she wanted to share. I just called the Furude house a short time ago, and Rika-chan is here to pick one up. Did she come here on her bicycle? I can't remember if it has a big enough basket. I pulled the watermelon from the well while thinking about that. The cold water in the well has refrigerated the watermelon, and the condensation makes it look delicious.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Watermelon's alright. It's not my favorite fruit, but I like the flavoring of watermelon, like the artificial flavoring. Oh! The 3 members of the Furude family will enjoy it for at least 2 nights. Oh my god, it's 2 of me. Oh.
Me? Am I supposed to take it home? I thought...
What? Didn't your dad tell you? Priest answered the phone, and I thought, do you want to take the narration, actually?
Sure.
Cool.
The priest answered the phone, and I thought I told him to come pick it up. Maybe I wasn't clear enough, or maybe he misunderstood me completely. But she is here to eat the watermelon, not take it home. Besides, the small basket on Rika-chan's bicycle won't hold the watermelon, and it's too dangerous for her to ride while holding it in her hands. Yeah, and why don't you help Rika-chama take the watermelon? There's no way she can ride on her bicycle while we're carrying it.
Me? I can hold the watermelon.
No, that's too dangerous. If something happened to you, I wouldn't know what to say to Oyashiro-sama. Mion will help you.
Okay, I will. I'll go say hello to the priest, too.
No matter whether she rides or pushes her bicycle, Rika-chan's hands will be occupied. So I'm gonna carry the watermelon. The sky's turning auburn in the sunset. The cold breeze feels good on my sandaled feet. It was hard to read for some reason. The plastic bag I'm carrying contains the watermelon. And also some small bags of rock candy.
I'm sorry, I just remembered the typo. For... that fucking sheep did breed instead of breeze, and I was about to say, like, it was hard to read because he almost said breed instead of breeze. Oh my god.
If her mother finds them, she'll take them away, so we decided to eat them before we got to our home. We opened the bags and enjoyed the rock candy. Rika-chan isn't an exception. Whenever kids from our neighborhood come to our house for errands, Granny gives them some treats.
Never gonna let Sheeb live that down. Sorry.
Actually, that's a pretty common rule here in Hinamizawa. It's funny, but sometimes when parents aren't watching, siblings will fight over who gets to take the circular notice to the next house over. So these bags of rock candy are like tips for them.
Rock candy.
Of course, she doesn't normally give out this much. Usually it's just a little piece of it. Granny's being extra nice to Rika-chan.
I feel bad getting all this candy.
Don't worry. Granny loves you. You should just thank her and put a big smile on your face, that's all.
Do you get lots of treats?
I used to. But at this age, they don't give me any. If they did, though, I would probably feel I was being treated like a little kid.
I'm being treated like a child, then.
That's okay. Enjoy it while you can. When you become as old as me, you won't get any, even if you wanted some.
As we talked about ordinary things, I noticed Rika-chan seemed a little sad.
What's wrong?
Whenever I run errands, I get candy as a treat. But Satoko doesn't get any even if she comes with me.
I can think of so many reasons why. Not only Satoko, but everyone in the Hojo family is being treated poorly in Hinamizawa. And the Sonozaki family are the ones who instigated that. The 2 dam supporters have died in an accident already. But the malice against the Hojo family is still going. It's directed against Satoko and Satoshi, their children, and the aunt and uncle who are taking care of them. The big fight between the Hojo family and the Sonozaki family at the explanatory meeting that started all this. That was the Hojo couple, and it shouldn't have anything to do with the children, their aunt and uncle. The idea that the Hojo family are traitors evolved on its own. Therefore, anyone bearing the Hojo name is to be treated poorly. The aunt and uncle weren't dam supporters. So over time, the attacks toward them should have stopped. But they're rather odd, and they keep having trouble with their neighbors. They don't follow the community rules, they don't do their community duties, and they spray pesticide while their neighbor's laundry is still hanging outside. They often get into fights with the other villagers. They'd be hated even without the dam. Therefore, the Hojo family continues to be treated poorly. But none of that should have anything to do with Satoko and Satoshi. Satoko and Satoshi are often depressed at school. I tried to leave the conflict between the 2 families aside, but I wonder how they really feel. From their point of view, I'm just another member of the family that keeps harassing them.
I don't want any of that at school. That's why I try to be their friend while we're there.
How can we get that to extend outside, too, instead of staying in the school?
That'd be pretty difficult. The Hojo family made enemies of the 3 families. They were branded as traitors, and that's still considered the truth. It wouldn't mean anything if one person suggested an end to the hostilities just because the events around the dam are history now.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I posted the going live message, and it has Hanyu in Mario 64 for some reason. And
I love that mod. On the contrary, that would just put them in the same position. Unfortunately for Satoko and Satoshi, the only thing they can do is to wait patiently until their issues wither away. All I can do for them is provide an oasis until that day comes.
So how long do they have to wait?
I don't know. The dam conflict lasted for several years. They were branded back then, so it might take years to clear up too.
Do you mean they won't be forgiven until they become adults? Will Satoko have to live out her childhood going through that?
That's pretty miserable, isn't it?
Me.
She's not meeping.
Me. We are their friends, aren't we?
Sure. They're my friends. We're all buddies.
Then isn't there something we could do to help our friends?
What exactly can we do?
Even if the Sonozaki family declares that the dam conflict is over, so the Hojo family are no longer outcasts, that won't solve the problem. It's not that simple. In the first place, Granny hates the Hojo family and won't suffer their name to be mentioned in her presence. It's not a matter of someone forgiving another. It's a matter of very complicated ties between the people of this village. It's absolutely terrifying to have them as your enemies. Everyone knows that very well, and that's why they maintain good relationships with the neighbors. However, if you make enemies out of them, you'll have to face the consequences. That's the unwritten law of the Japanese community. And the Sonozaki family is a part of this unwritten law. Now that the Hojo family are outcasts, not even the Sonozaki family can overturn their situation.
So even if it's an issue of Hinamizawa, we can't do anything about it as Hinamizawa residents?
Unfortunately, that's probably so, yeah. If there's someone who can help Satoko, that person must be someone who has nothing to do with the village. But there's no one like that here.
Are you saying someone from the outside has to come help her?
Like Rika-chan says, would a knight in shining armor from the outside world ever come here? Would that person bringing a new mind to this village that's been filled with stale air for hundreds of years? No way. That's just wishful thinking.
Keiichi.
Time will solve the problem someday. Until then, I have to be their ally. I can't think of anything else I can do for them. As Yuka-chan and I crunched on our rock candy, we can only pray that people will forgive Satoko and her family sooner rather than later. Yuka-chan gently broke the heavy silence.
I know.
Hi, Green Herring.
Eh? I know someone who has absolutely nothing to do with the village will come here from the outside.
That's right. The damn conflict is over, so it'd be great if more people moved into those lots that are for sale. I'm having trouble reading. Wouldn't it be fun if a family with a kid our age moved in? Yeah, I'm fine. I was just making fun of me not being able to deliver lines good.
He will come. I know. And we'll break this evil practice alongside him. That will be the first key to one of the 3 locks that have us trapped in the past.
What's this? Are you talking about a novel or something?
Yuka-chan says some odd things sometimes. When she talks that way, she seems so mature. I even start to doubt she's really younger than I am. The unreasonable antagonism towards the Hojo family. Will there really be someone from the outside who will shatter our traditions?
Yeah. Alright, rock candy unlocked. Let's keep going. Ba-ba-ba. Okay, so that's the one we just did, and these are all...
I'm thinking about last stream when we were like, this is like hold music.
Yeah, it really is! Did not dissect. Did not do that. Did not do that. Okay, where's... Okay. Satoko Hojo's Kyosuke's decision. No. Let's see. No. No. Okay, where...
Your fragments will be connected shortly.
Yes.
The cool garlic bread smell is gone and is replaced with dog food smell.
Ah, that's okay, you're a dog.
True. True and real, bestie.
Shopping trip.
Wait. If you hover over the Satoshi one on the bottom row, you can make him blink.
It's his PNG tuber. There we go.
Hooray.
Hooray! Thank you for the resub! Rowan, how are you? A group of boys are playing baseball under the powerful sun. The sound of cicadas makes the heat stand out even more, but to those boys, it's just another kind of cheering from the crowds. This might be Irie, but we'll see. Of course, they go through training exercises to build stamina, but the boys don't actually like such routine activities. What they look forward to the most is the free game after practice. The school in Hinamizawa is actually borrowed from the forestry service. The schoolyard is made of gravel, so it's not very appropriate for playing sports on. Compared to that, the grounds at the school in Okinomiya are properly maintained for athletic activities, so the kids grow even more energetic when they come here. Kids from Hinamizawa really don't care if the ground is made of gravel or not. The other instructor is watching the game, so I decided to go get some drinks for the team. Okay, yeah, that's Irie. Coach, where are you going?
I thought I'd go get some drinks for everyone. Do you mind helping me, Satoshi-kun?
Oh no, not at all.
Satoshi-kun decided to come along with me. Sometimes kids don't like what grown-ups choose, so I'm glad he agreed to help. Satoshi-kun and I got in the car and headed to the grocery store nearby.
Manager, how is Satoko doing?
Well, she's doing fine.
I love how every car interior is just Oishi's car.
Listen, they have air conditioning. They all like to. Everyone in Hinamizawa borrows it. Although it's an extremely slow process, her emotional wounds are healing. I think we should let her rest for a little longer. It's natural for Satoshi-kun to be worried. Satoko-chan has been in the hospital for over 2 weeks. Of course, he doesn't know his sister has Hinamizawa syndrome. Not only that, she's almost at L5. She could become deranged at any moment. He believes she's depressed because of the shock of their parents' accident. He came to the clinic every day to cheer his sister up. But Satoko-chan has become emotionally unstable and was showing some dangerous symptoms, so we called off the visits. In fact, Satoko-chan is not doing so well. L5, the stage Satoko-chan is at, is a very abnormal one. The man from last year, who was at the same stage, was acting so abnormal that even a drug addict in his final stages would have turned and ran. There's no guarantee Satoko-chan won't fall into the same condition. When we performed the autopsy on that man last year, we learned the true identity of the syndrome and gained a great understanding of its mechanisms. We even discovered some important facts that may lead to the development of a cure. However, we have yet to find a method of actually curing the disease. So if Satoko-chan becomes unrecoverable, we may have to dissect her, just like we did the man from last year. How can I tell Satoshi-kun about his sister's situation? All I can do is make vague comments and lie to him that she's recovering. What if she becomes much worse? That would make me an unforgivable liar. The tiny bit of conscience that remains in me hurts.
If it's okay with your clinic, can she stay there a little longer?
Why are you saying that? I thought he wanted her to come home as soon as possible, so I'm a little surprised.
Well, actually, Satoko doesn't get along with our aunt.
I heard she didn't get along with her parents. But she can't get along with your aunt and uncle either?
Satoko doesn't open up to grown-ups.
Satoshi-kun has told me about their family background. Their mother's constant remarriages wounded her children deep. Satoshi-kun was able to overcome it, but Satoko-chan was too young to be able to do that. That left her traumatized, and now she has a tendency to distrust or dislike guardians who aren't related to her. Actually, nobody would like a guardian who isn't related to them. Except for that one weirdo. Takano, whatever. Actually, nobody would like a guardian who isn't related to them. It's not just Satoko-chan. But usually people try to deal with that, even if they don't like it. I guess Satoko-chan's not capable of that.
Our uncle isn't home much. Besides, even when he is, he's either sleeping or watching TV, so he's not the problem. But our aunt really goes after Satoko.
Why doesn't she like her? I can guess why. Satoko-chan's parents were dam proponents, and because of that, the villagers considered the aunt and uncle part of the Hojo family and ostracized them as such. Moreover, they passed away suddenly in an accident and left the 2 children behind, so I guess there'd be more hate here than gratitude. If she'd been obedient like Satoshi-kun, everything would have been fine. But Satoko-chan can't be that way. She shows it in her attitude and expressions, which leads to her and her aunt having a big fight.
I've told my aunt about Satoko's situation, but she just can't understand.
I think you're a great big brother, Satoshi-kun. You're the one and only relative Satoko-chan has left now.
Right. I feel that way too.
Satoshi-kun said with a slight hint of a sigh. He doesn't say it, but it seems Satoshi-kun has grown tired of having to cover Satoko-chan every time she and her aunt fight. He's a good person, as well as a good big brother, so I'm sure he'll do anything to cover for his sister. That's a very exhausting thing to keep doing forever. Satoshi-kun was already doing that when their parents were alive, and eventually his mental equilibrium couldn't handle the strain. He grew sick, and he visited my clinic. I thought his circumstances might have improved after their initial cause. His parents were gone. But it seems things were even worse than before. I understand. I can't release Satoko-chan if things are like that. Her symptoms may return again. Don't worry about the hospital fees. I'll make sure Satoko-chan truly recovers. While trying to pretend I'm listening to his request, I feel a little disgusted at myself for making such selfish excuses. I'll make sure. Takano-san is working on her dissection plan as we speak.
If that's possible, that'll help me too.
What?
I mean, if Satoko stays in the clinic a little while longer, then I can relax as well. That's all.
What do you mean?
As soon as Satoko comes back, I know she'll get into fights with my aunt again. Then it's back to those days of constant fighting and screaming again, and I'll probably get dragged into it too. So if Satoko were hospitalized for a very long time, that would be the easiest on me. But when I think like that, I hate myself.
Satoshi-kun. Satoshi-kun is a great big brother who always sticks up for his little sister. But that doesn't mean he doesn't feel burdened.
To think things like that, what a terrible big brother I am. The more I think that way, the more I hate myself.
Satoshi-kun said, sniffling once. His expression was one of anguish, as if truly feeling his own sin. His desire to be a model big brother is putting himself under greater pressure. I feel bad for Satoko-chan, but I also feel bad for Satoshi-kun in a different way. As someone who knows the both of them well, I feel that I must be their ally, since they don't have anyone else who cares about them.
All these allies this stream.
Hashtag ally.
Hashtag ally. Also, I'm very excited about it. This is completely off topic, but I just saw Stream Elements post to help fund the re-debut. I have been shopping around and looking at things I want to add to my new model, and there is a capability with Live 2D where there's, what would you call it, like Z movement? Like, you can make the Live 2D model move, like, lean forward. You know, like the no bitches meme. I'm gonna add that because I think it'd be great for this character. I think it'd be wonderful to lean into the mic and be like, pussy, or something. So it's really cool. I knew that was a capability, but I didn't know, like, any like, I didn't know if anybody I knew could do it. But, yeah, the person who, rigged my model, my last Live 2D model, she can absolutely do it. It's just a little extra because of a little extra work, but, you could do it. You could do it. I'm very excited. I'm very excited! Forgiveness of Rena. Rena has not appeared yet. Mysterious death of the Fudu. We haven't gotten into the Fudu Day death yet. French. Rossi urchin. No. No. Maybe? No. I don't remember which that is. What were you gonna say?
I was literally just gonna say I'm fucking, like, craving spaghetti right now. Which I never eat spaghetti, so it's crazy.
Didn't we have a conversation where you said the only spaghetti you've had has been, like, canned spaghetti?
Yeah.
It's so sad.
It is, okay. And I would really like to try it, like, actual proper spaghetti.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the most, like, households I have been a part of, that's a weird way to say that, the way they make spaghetti is, like, you know, getting the dried noodles, boiling those, and then getting a jar of spaghetti sauce. And the shaky cheese. The shaky Parmesan, like, shelf-stable, shaky cheese is what I have called that. Damn it. Yeah, there's spaghetti in cans. The only like type of spaghetti, I guess pasta in a can I've had is SpaghettiOs, and I've never been a fan, but I think
It's
it just
basically that.
yeah, I think it just does not agree with my stomach because of a lot of preservatives.
That's very fair.
Yeah, like if you wanted to make like fancy, expensive spaghetti, you'd have to make the tomato sauce yourself, which it's extra work, but it can be pretty fun and rewarding. But just getting a jar of pasta sauce is like it still slaps. I don't like shaky Parmesan cheese anymore. Like the powder, I don't like it. I don't like that anymore. I need to get like true blue Parmesan wedge and then use a cheese grater. That's fancy as fuck. Anyway. Detail test results decision. I don't know what the decision.
Would you ever put a different cheese on spaghetti? Like if you didn't have Parmesan?
I put like a white cheese, like mozzarella.
Mm-hmm.
No dissection.
Too.
Ugh. You need to.
I can't tell if that was a disgusted shudderer.
You need to eat a snack.
I've like had stuff, is the thing.
Mm.
But I had a huge lunch, so like I should chill out. If I'm gonna have anything, I might like make a toast at the break or something.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Oh. Trying to.
I had fish and chips for lunch. Real British. I believe in you, by the way.
Do you?
Yeah. Of course I do! You're my friend! Full-size cheese wedge right on top of fully dry spaghetti. Just like Mama made it.
Dry pasta can sometimes hit real hard. Like dry ramen noodles, fuck yes. Just crunch.
Ugh.
Ah, delicious. I have no idea. Hang on. Let's
chips. Can I have some? I had that shit fully 6 hours ago.
All right, throw it up. Mostly digested.
No.
Let JM eat it.
I'll feed you like a baby bird, GM.
Ew! No! Oh, never mind. Yes. Yes. I'm just gonna. I'm brute forcing this shit now. This is not the intended experience. There was one I was like, maybe. Shirakawa Park accident? Hello?
We're yelling outside. I'm gonna go close the window.
Alright. Well, I found it. I didn't read what it was. I'll wait for Cal to get back. I don't want to start reading without him. Water. Dude, around here, we have a thing Friday. Friday fish fry. It's like it's a pretty common thing that any kind of bar, which we have a lot of those, it's Wisconsin. It's the drunkest state. Did you know? Every bar almost on Fridays sells fried fish and chips. There's a reason for this, but I don't exactly remember. Hello?
Hi, I live.
Friday fish fry. That's what I'm talking about. Wisconsin tradition. Local bar has an absolutely insane Friday fish special. Yes. Is it just like a Midwestern thing? I didn't know if it was a Wisconsin like exclusive thing or if it's like just a Midwest thing. Catholic and Lent. Yes. Yes. So it's like a Lent thing because like you can't, what is it? You can't eat meat, but you can eat fish.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was just about to say, having fish on a Friday is definitely like something that people do here.
Very, very Catholic thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna
And-
read this. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, and like, I was always happy to go by that, because fish is tasty.
I love fish. What's your favorite kind of fish before we continue?
Ooh, haddock.
Haddock is really good for fish and chips.
Goodness.
I really like salmon. I love salmon. It's a very
I've only
fishy
ever had
fish.
smoked salmon, and from the combination of smoked salmon and smoked bacon, I've come to the conclusion I just don't like smoked things. So I'd be more than happy to try salmon again under not that context.
Smoked salmon is okay, but I just like, salmon, like raw, fucking good. Like sushi,
I've never had raw fish.
I feel like a bear eating like sashimi. Like I used to go to this buffet that it was a Chinese food buffet, but they also had sushi. And you could just get sashimi. So just a slice of raw fish. And so I would just fill up my plate with raw salmon. And I would just sit across from my roommate and just eat and be like, I feel like a bear eating my salmon from the river. It's so good. It's so good. Also, like, salmon for breakfast is so fucking good, dude. I'm gonna get sushi next week because I have a coupon that I got for my birthday when I went to get sushi. They have you spin a wheel and you get free things. So I have a coupon for free ramen at the sushi conveyor belt place here. So, I will pay $20 instead of $35 probably for sushi. That's too expensive. Sushi is expensive, but fuck. Fuck. Ugh, ramen. That very night, the head of the Furude family, the priest, gathered his wife and Rika together for a family meeting. In Hinamizawa, it was tradition for the three families to gather and discuss the village's issues. So it was hardly unusual for big families like the Sonozaki family and the Kimiyoshi family to have meetings beforehand to sort out opinions among themselves. However, the Furude family had lost its branch families, so there were only 3 of them left. So until that day, they had never had a family meeting at all. Okay, I'm just remembering this, talking about the Furudes. So, the whole thing with Oyashiro-sama, like, Rika is, like, the carrier of, like, the queen parasite or whatever, right?
Yes.
That's the running theory or whatever that Takano has. And that's why she kills Rika to... Yeah. So, before Rika was born, clearly Hinamizawa syndrome was still a thing. So who was the queen before that, or will that be revealed within the story?
I don't remember if they go over it, but I do remember this from the Oreo Central manga that I only read a few chapters of because I don't think the team that were fan translating it finished. But I remember that this is half gone over in this, and I think we've already gone past it, and it's half gone over in that manga, that Rika's mom was very beloved in her youth.
Okay.
And it stopped the second Rika was born.
Alright, interesting. Yeah, because I vaguely remember it being said that it was, like, specifically passed on to, like, a daughter, like an heiress instead of an heir, which I found interesting. But glad that's cleared up. I just felt like I was just like, wait a minute, Rika doesn't exist yet, but Hinamizawa syndrome is still clearly a thing. So, like, hold on a minute. Okay, so until that day, they had never had a family meeting at all.
What is it? You're being so formal. Is it about the dam construction?
The dam was the most important issue in the village at the moment. The wife naturally assumed the priest wanted to talk about the dam. For him to gather all of them together like that, it must be a huge decision he had to make. Perhaps he was going to talk about joining the pro-evacuation camp. No, it's not about the dam. But it's about something extremely important which concerns this village, and perhaps all the ancestors of the village too. The Furude family had served in the priesthood of Oyashiro-sama, the guardian deity of the village, for generations. So for him, the head of the family, to start out that way, it must be something extremely important. Yet he said it wasn't about the dam, so what could he want to talk about? I married into this family. So I want you and Rika, who carry the true blood of the Furude family, to listen very carefully. You two aren't normal human beings. That's a fucked up thing to say.
I'm the reincarnation of Oyashiro-sama, right?
Rika, you shouldn't say such things. Dear, let's talk about things like that without her. She's heard enough nonsense from the elderly people of the village hall already.
What she just said about her being the reincarnation of Oyashiro-sama, that appears to be true.
What?
It's a rather long story. Please, just sit tight and listen to me. The wife had a dumbfounded expression on her face, not knowing what he was going to say, but Rika was completely relaxed, wearing her usual carefree expression. The priest started to talk about his wife after... Oh, wow. The priest started to talk after his wife calmed down. There is a disease in this village that has been here for many years. It's a special disease which only exists here in this area. Everyone who lives in this village has the disease. Not only the people who live here now, but all the people who ever lived here had the disease.
What? But we're all perfectly healthy. I've never heard of a disease exclusive to this village.
Calm down. As long as we are here in the village, the disease won't cause any problems. But once you move away from this village, that's when it starts to act out. Do you understand?
How can you expect me to understand such a thing? I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's the same as the curse of Oyashiro-sama.
Rika said it so calmly while her mother became frustrated. That's right. They say that when you leave this village, you're cursed. It's just like that. In other words, the curse of Oyashiro-sama, which our ancestors have feared for generations, is actually a disease that only exists in this village.
How could that be possible? We've left the village before. Other villagers too. Some have gone on business trips and even traveled to foreign countries.
True, but that's probably because the disease has weakened over a long time. So it was going to disappear eventually. But the business with the dam disrupted that process. Everyone knew that during the dam war, the entire village was aflame with agitation. Such excitement and emotional instability makes this disease stronger.
I still don't know what you're trying to say. What we thought was a curse all this time was actually caused by a disease?
That's right. All the rules Oyashiro-sama came up with were to protect the villagers from the disease.
No way. Then Oyashiro-sama's actually a disease, not a god? How could that be? How can I explain that to the Furude family ancestors?
Calm down. The faith in Oyashiro-sama won't change. The fact that Oyashiro-sama is watching over Hinamizawa will remain the same. It just means the disease producing Oyashiro-sama's curse was in this village since long ago. That's all.
I won't accept that! How can I explain that to our ancestors? This is a desecration of the Furude family's age-old traditions! No, this is a desecration of Oyashiro-sama! Who told you such a thing? This isn't acceptable! In the first place, can you prove such a disease actually exists?
I can.
What kind of proof? Who gave it to you?
The people from the Ministry of Health and National Institute of Infectious Disease Prevention. They've already found the pathogen, and they are searching for a cure right now. I saw the documents and the samples last week. The people at the Ministry of Health call it Hinamizawa syndrome.
No way.
As long as you lead a normal life, the syndrome is harmless. But once you go far from Hinamizawa, or if you become emotionally unstable, it's easy for the disease to manifest itself. When the disease acts out, you can be possessed by your own delusions and, in the worst case scenario, you can go mad. They discovered this disease during the war. A distinguished scholar noticed that only the soldiers from Hinamizawa came down with an abnormal disease, and he has been researching it all these years. They explained some details of this research, but I'm sorry. They are too complicated for me to explain. If you don't believe what I'm saying, why don't you go listen to them yourself? At first, I was indignant too, wondering how they dared to blaspheme Oyashiro-sama and spout such nonsense. The Irie Clinic was built to study the syndrome. It appears to be just a clinic on the outside, but it's actually a secret research center for studying the syndrome.
Secret research? That's ridiculous. If it's actually backed by the Ministry of Health, then why aren't they doing it out in the open?
Well, I guess they can't. For example, think about leprosy victims who were misunderstood and exiled. They are still misunderstood and discriminated against even today, in fact. If the whole country finds out about this and thinks that everyone in Hinamizawa who has contracted this weird disease can go mad at any moment, it'll turn into chaos. The Ministry of Health has taken that into consideration and is working on developing a cure while keeping the disease a secret. Don't get me wrong, though. They aren't trying to put us on display or anything. They are trying to eliminate this disease and free this village from it. It was a different story long ago when we supported ourselves, but nowadays it's impossible not to leave the village. Hey, Silverado. A simple act of leaving the village can trigger the disease. You realize how dangerous it is for the villagers, right? I'm repeating myself now, but in the recent dam protests, the whole village entered a strong, excited state, which is very bad for the Hinamizawa syndrome.
If some villagers go crazy and do something horrible, it'll be all over the media.
That's right. If that happens, it'll be too late.
But how can I believe this? Are you sure we're dealing with people from the government? Are you sure you aren't being tricked?
I don't blame you for not being able to believe it. They said we can come take a look at their facility anytime. I've seen it before, and I know that no mere fraud could have set up something like that. Even the big hospitals in Gogura don't have such large-scale equipment. If you can't believe what I just told you, you should go to the research center yourself and ask questions. They can explain it better than I can. They said if their explanation isn't good enough, they can explain it to you at the National Research Institute in Tokyo, or even at the Ministry of Health's main office.
Whether I believe it or not, how are we related to that?
It is said that the Furude family inherited the blood of Oyashiro-sama, and it is also said that if a girl was born for 8 continuous generations, that 8th generation girl would be the reincarnation of Oyashiro-sama.
Me.
That's right. I'm the 7th, and Mika is the 8th generation. What does that have to do with the disease?
This Hinamizawa syndrome is caused by a type of parasite, although they're very tiny. You can't even see them with the naked eye. They say there's a sort of leader among these parasites. Damn, they knew all of this shit. Damn, okay.
Are you saying that's the Furude family?
It appears that the leader of these parasites is passed down through the generations only by people with a direct bloodline to the Furude family. In other words, in the previous generation, it was you. And now it's Rika.
Me.
That's ridiculous! That's absolutely ridiculous! Why would it be something as disgusting as parasites in the first place?
Calm down! I'm not good at explaining things. Please have the experts explain it to you. According to them, studying this parasite leader is necessary in order to research the disease.
No! I won't have anything to do with such suspicious research, and Rika won't either!
I'm telling you to calm down. They think that Hinamizawa syndrome acts out when separated from the parasite leader, not the village itself. When you were little, do you remember the villagers telling you that you had psychic powers? You were able to cure elderly people who got migraines after taking a long trip. That's the proof that you were carrying the parasite leader. The Furude bloodline has the power to cure people with the disease. To discover a cure, it's extremely important that we participate in their research.
If they study me, will the villagers be saved?
That's what they say.
And all the villagers are infected? Me? Everyone else? Satoko too?
Yes. Not only the people who live in the village, but their relatives in Okinomiya too. We're talking thousands of people. That's why the Ministry of Health spent so much money to build a specialized research center. How does one pass down a parasite? Does Rika's mother still have it too? Is it just inactive now? Good question. There are a lot of parasites like that, part of their reproduction bullshit is getting passed down to another host. I don't know if it's through Usually it's through, like, shit. That's gross to say, but, like getting eaten by a bird and then getting shit out by the bird and then, a snail eating the droppings and then now that's your new host. Usually it's shit like that. Like, literally shit. But I don't know if there are any known parasites that get passed down to, like, an offspring. I'm actually not sure about that. Yeah, it sounds like Mario music. I think the same thing every time, Ani.
It specifically sounds like Mario Sunshine.
Ba, ba.
To me.
Did I interrupt you saying something, or I don't remember?
No.
Right, let's try to get through this and then we can take our first break.
Ba, ba.
Ba, ba. That's why the Ministry of Health spent so much money to build a specialized research center.
I object! How can you let Rika be a sacrifice for something that suspicious?
I don't mind. If Satsuko can be saved, I don't mind being a sacrifice. I really don't.
You be quiet, Rika! I absolutely refuse! I'll go talk to them and refuse them directly. I won't let them kill Rika in some crazy experiment. Besides, Rika is the one and only heir of the Furute family. What if something happens to her? The Furute family will die right there. Don't you see that? You need to think more about our family. That's why the villagers call you an opportunist. After all, don't you think it's odd? The Ministry of Construction is trying to submerge the village. And the Ministry of Health is trying to cure a disease? What in the world is going on?
The Ministry of Health has warned that this disease could be triggered by a change in environment, so they're actually trying to have the Ministry of Construction stop the damn construction plan. You really should go to the research center. Why would they build such a huge facility in a location that could be submerged? Rika let out a big yawn. It was long past bedtime for a little girl like her.
I'm going to bed now. Dad, please let them know I'm willing to participate, okay?
Rika! You can't make such a decision without consulting me! Rika! Wait, Rika!
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. We got the, Queen Carrier's permission. Nipa! That was good timing. Good job. Good job. Okay, I want to figure out which one is next before hitting that break button. But Rika's mother's suspicion? Probably not.
We did have one that was like, the priest must be called an opportunist.
Ah. Marked as an opportunist?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Nope.
Fuck! What if pain?
What if pain? That's it. Okay, we will be back, and then we will read.
Yes.
Everybody get up, stretch, drink water.
I'll talk to everyone.
Alright, I will mute myself because I'm gonna go stretch.
Yerp.
Yerp.
Hi, everyone. It's me, the UK's darling, Cal. I started calling myself that, and it's really funny. To me, at least. How are we all doing? Oh my god, guys, we're here together! We're in the UK? God, I hope not. I'm excited to get my computer back today. Well, hello, let's celebrate that. I don't know what I'd do without my big rig. Cry, probably. Not be able to play Minecraft. Sometimes WA does feel like the UK, or so I hear in terms of weather. Which one is WA again? I'm so bad at acronyms. Washington State. Okay, I thought so, but I didn't want to be wrong. I don't know anything about Washington State, so I couldn't tell you. Washington, Ashington. That's it. That's the one. Guys, friends, it's so awesome to be here with you all. Yay! Hooray! Let's go.
Hello?
Hello.
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 I realized I didn't get to talk about the theater. Maybe we could
Please
talk about
the theater.
we could talk about the theater. I have a little slideshow thing that should show up now. So hang on. Where is it? The theater! Well, have you guys heard about the Kenosha Theater? Because now
I have, but have you?
Have you? We are now on Tiltify, so what that means is it's not all up to me to fundraise for the Kenosha Theater anymore. You, too, can, like, do a stream where you can raise money for the Kenosha Theater. And you don't, it doesn't even have to be a stream. You can do all sorts of things to raise money for the Kenosha Theater. And if you're like, what the fuck is the Kenosha Theater? It's these pictures that are going by right now. This is the Kenosha Theater. It's a nearly 100-year-old theater that opened in 1927. That's how years work. And it's turning 99 next month. September 1st is when the Kenosha Theater originally opened. And the restoration project is exactly that. It is to restore it to its former glory with some modern updates, like making an LED screen for the ceiling in the auditorium for the Starry Nights and whatever effects that would fit the show or whatever performance is happening on stage. It would be really cool. It'd be really cool. Super cool. Anyway, you could do that. And if you would like assets or any guides or anything, I do have a Discord that I made for the Kenosha Theater fundraising. If you are interested in that, I can send you an invite to that Discord. A few folks are in there already, and I've been gradually chipping away at talking points and like resources and all that, and been seeing people put together some really cool things. Impulse, I'm going to shout out Impulse. Shout out Impulse. DM. Let's see if it works. Yes, go follow Impulse. Impulse has a really cool stream planned for playing Metal Gear Solid 4, which is his favorite game ever. He has a plan where you can donate to skip the cutscene, but you get 2 minutes to donate again, so the cutscene isn't skipped. And Metal Gear Solid 4 is basically nothing but cutscenes. So go follow Impulse. At the end of this month, I believe, he was planning on doing a fundraiser stream for the Kenosha Theater. So I'm really excited for that. But anyway, that's my little aside before we continue reading. Let's get back to it. Hang on.
Why, yes.
The window was freaking out for a second. Let me take a sip of water before narrating some more. Okay. When researching Hinamizawa syndrome, there is something very important that needs to be discussed first. If something happens to the queen carrier, the village will collapse. In his article, I'm Takano, my grandfather called it the most dangerous situation. According to my grandfather, if the queen carrier dies, all the infected persons will go terminal within 48 hours. This may sound unbelievable at first, but research on the collapse of past local religions and group suicides around the world should indicate that there's some truth to it. Among all the mysterious incidents around the world, there are some that were caused by parasites controlling entire communities, very similar to Hinamizawa syndrome. Grandfather picked a few cases that were very similar to the syndrome and investigated them. As a result, he confirmed multiple cases of entire communities losing their minds after the death of a religious leader or founder, and finally annihilating themselves. He stated that, on average, it happened within 48 hours. It's clear that infected people are affected by the queen carrier, and the condition of the queen carrier is, in fact, affecting the entire village. Our statistics already prove that on weeks Rika felt sick and visited the clinic, we saw an exceptionally high number of visitors. Rika being sick with a simple cold had a massive impact. If something particularly bad happened to her, we'd be facing a serious situation within 48 hours. That's why the Irie Institute has to protect Rika Furude, the queen carrier. It's the most important mission of the Hinamizawa Syndrome research project. She's already agreed to help us in our research, but we have to be careful not to put her in any danger. Also, we have to protect her from anyone who would try to harm her. Her life is equal to the lives of 2,000 villagers. But what if something happens to her by accident? The Irie Institute must prepare for that situation. That's why I worked on the draft of an emergency manual when the Irie Institute was first established. It's a precaution in case the queen carrier dies, or if infected people show acute symptoms due to the death of the queen carrier. This is an emergency procedure which must be followed within 48 hours of the mass occurrence of the acute symptoms. The final measure is to prevent the damage from spreading to nearby areas. The plan uses gas, making it look like a natural disaster. My client, the Alphabet Project, took the responsibility of working out the details of the plan. They are used to dealing with things like nuclear and biological weapons, so they ended up being such a big help. Such a big help. There's no way I could have come up with a plan on my own to execute 2,000 villagers. Through a dummy company, the Ground SDF has secured a closed quarry in the Yagoshi region, upstream of Hinamizawa. It's to be the secret storage base for the equipment we'd use in that operation. Equipment that sprays deadly gas that kills people as if they were falling asleep is stored here. In the case of an emergency, a special unit of the Ground SDF is to use this equipment to destroy the village. However, preparing for the execution of the villagers itself is politically dangerous. So if I'm going to insist on them getting the equipment ready, I have to make them understand how dangerous Hinamizawa syndrome is, and also how urgent the need is to have a contingency plan. I have to prove the need for the plan by showing them enough data. So the files my grandfather kept intact come in quite handy. When the clients read my grandfather's articles about the syndrome, they were surprised to see how catastrophic things could be in the worst-case scenario.
In other words, if something happens to this girl, the queen carrier, all 2,000 of the villagers will become deranged. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. There have been several cases similar to Hinamizawa syndrome where group suicides took place. In the case of the syndrome, we can easily expect extreme defensive behavior, which results from deep paranoia. The result may affect all 2,000 plus carriers. From there on, we may force abnormal situations involving lawless violence and bizarre religious despondence. We must be ready to face such a situation by having a contingency. Why can't I say contingency plan? Otherwise, we'll draw attention from the rest of the world. We have to remember that we only have 48 hours to respond once it happens.
Are you saying that if it happens, there's nothing anyone can do?
Can't you treat everyone within 48 hours?
That'll be impossible. We don't even have a cure, and the research center isn't capable of taking in all the villagers.
How frightening to realize such a disease actually exists. The world is full of mysteries. Constant vigilance against worst-case scenarios supports our national defense and is one of the ideas behind the Alphabet Project. Besides, our goal is not to use the plan, but it's vital to be prepared.
Indeed. Precisely as you say. I'd still like to look into strengthening the rules of approval authority behind applying the plan, but I understand the necessity to prepare our response for the worst-case scenario.
Let's have the urban suppression research team run a simulation of the Hinamizawa suppression operation in the region. I think we should get it going as soon as possible.
It's possible that the Queen Carrier Girl may be hit by a car and be killed at any moment. Thank you, Major Takano. We have further questions, so you can sit down.
Thanks to a push from one of my backers, things were decided without too much of a problem. It took me almost all day to explain it to them, but it only took a short time to come to a decision. Nobody criticized, ridiculed, or tried to reject my grandfather's articles out of hand. In the files they're all reading today are the very same shameful articles those haughty authorities left their footprints on as they trampled them in my grandfather's heart. But they aren't ridiculing the articles. They are reading what was once rejected. It's nothing big at a glance, but in this moment, my grandfather's research is being recognized for the first time. My heart is filled with satisfaction to see people discussing amongst each other while pointing to my grandfather's files and raising them as proof. I've worked so hard for this day. Grandpa in heaven, can you see this? Yep, that's a reminder that their backup plan is if Rika dies, they gas the whole village and write it off as a natural disaster of gas from an underground volcano, I believe. Okay, so what did that... Okay, not that. Yeah. Yeah, shifty eyes, yeah. That we actually, like, was it last chapter? In this, yeah, last chapter, Takano killed Rika, like she does at the end of every chapter, and we just recently found out last chapter that, Takano was the one doing it the entire time. They go to the government and they're like, this is the deal, we need to gas these people, it's really fucked up, and we get to see the scenario where they're like, they basically kite everybody into, like, different, places, and they shut all the doors and fuck them up. It's fucked up. It's extremely fucked up. Extremely fucked. Takano's the worst. Such a great character, but she's the worst. Satoshi...
Sighs fondly. She's so awful.
She's so awful. Research needs instruction for kidnapping. So we did... Okay, so that is a thing. No. 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 You can never be too sure. Tomotage never got a fever, as far as I know.
No, I don't think so.
Draft of emergency manual? Nope, not yet. Not yet. Shopping trip. Shinto priest contacting the EDA institution. I think that happened, yes. The gathering place inside of the Furude Shrine is in fact the headquarters of the Onigafuchi Guardians. Normally, a shrine should be a calm and quiet place, but there are anti-dam signs everywhere, making it very obvious what this location has become. There are over 30 members of the Guardians here at the moment, and they are having a heated conversation about their plans for the future. Although this meeting place is on the Furude family's property, it's a community facility, so it closes at 9 p.m. Of course, sometimes the discussion gets so heated that it goes on past closing time, but meetings are supposed to end by 9. If a discussion ends early, they usually chit-chat until that time. That's what usually happens. Of course, they mostly talk about the dam even when they chit-chat. They talk about someone's mistreatment at the government office, or someone getting arrested unjustly, or complain that people at the dam construction site are too violent. Since it's idle chatter, the topics are slightly emotional, and because of that, there was a good deal of bad-mouthing the Hojos.
Then she threw the circulation notes away. Can you believe that?
That woman is crazy. Just the other day, she got into a huge argument with Makino-san's grandmother at the trash pickup.
You know, the husband is rude too. He's so irrational.
Did you see him at the explanatory meeting? That was bad, huh? I can't believe they're still here. I wish they did just leave. He said something about money. He has absolutely no shame.
No. If you talk about being irrational, his wife is the same or even worse.
It must be hereditary. I see their daughter shopping quite often, so I used to say hello to her, but she never replied. Can you believe that? So I got tired of it, and I don't say anything to her anymore.
Hey, their son always looks so depressed, doesn't he?
Don't be mean to my son. By now, the Hojo family has become the enemy of the whole village. Bad-mouthing the Hojo family was the greatest shared topic that anyone could easily contribute to. That's so fucked up, dude. If he had known how powerful the three families were, especially the Sonozaki family, and if he had known Oryo-san's character, he wouldn't have said the things he did. The Hojo couple are residents here. Though they were never very enthusiastic about the council activities, they should have known what kind of person Oryo-san is. He could have imagined just what would happen to him if he talked to her that way. Yet, he let his anger take over and voice his unpleasant feelings. So most people think the Hojo family brought their isolation upon themselves. If they wanted to negotiate with the government regarding the move, they should have done so privately. Yet he was foolish enough to express himself at a public gathering like that. So not too many sympathize with the Hojo family. Ever since the big fight at the explanatory meeting, the Sonozaki family has looked at the Hojo family as their enemy and started to go after them. That caused the other pro-dam families to go quiet, fearing they'd be made into scapegoats too, and those who wanted to leave were bitterly forced to give up. Even those people started criticizing the Hojo couple, saying they could have gotten their compensation to leave if the two hadn't picked that reckless fight. Both the anti-dam and pro-dam people hate the Hojos now, and the family has become even more isolated. Moreover, the Hojos are both very aggressive. They should have stayed quiet, at least until things settled down, but they didn't. That alienated the handful of people who took pity on them as well, so now nobody even says anything to them. All of that was immediately obvious by listening to the foul talk here and there at the gathering place. Rika always helps out by putting the teacups away, so I'm sure she hears what they say as well. One of the Hojo family members they're bad-mouthing is Rika's friend, Satoko-chan. It hurts to think about what Rika feels while hearing that. As priest of the Furude Shrine, should I let this continue? Oyashiro-sama is a god who makes peace between enemies. When the humans and demons fought, Oyashiro-sama descended from heaven and mediated between both sides. As the caretaker of this shrine, I must do something before it goes too far. I'm sitting next to Oryo-san, who is spitefully disparaging the Hojo family.
So that ass was talking shit to me. Who the hell cares? He'll be cursed by Oyashiro-sama, that's for sure.
The elderly people cheer her on as they listen to her speak. If I barge in now, I have a feeling it won't be a peaceful conversation. But I have to make up my mind. As the priest of the Furude Shrine, also for the sake of Rika's friend, Satoko-chan. Oryo-san, don't you think you've said enough by now?
are you trying to tell me?
Well, I'm sure Hojo-san really didn't mean what he said. Isn't it a bit much for this kind of treatment to go on for so long? Ah!
Shut up!
That actually jump-scared me a little.
You heard what he said, didn't you? Weren't you pissed? He pissed me off! Shit! Shit!
Oryo-san is the head of the Sonozaki family, the heir to the demons. She never forgives anyone who stands against her. She shot him. So there's no way she would even listen to what I'm trying to say. Oryo-san and the others become furious and refuse to listen to me. I also mentioned that the dam construction plan will be cancelled soon, so they should calm down already. I said that because the staff at the Irie clinic told me that the government is putting some kind of pressure on the Ministry of Construction. But thinking that I'm being an opportunist, soon criticism of me began to circulate the room. Aha. After that, I realized that I've become branded as a fence-sitter. If the demons are willing to listen, then there's a chance to make peace. But how can I make peace with people who refuse to listen? I destroyed their mood, so I just have to give up and shut my mouth. Then I felt a little hand on my back. Rika, it's getting late. Why don't you go home?
No matter how hard we try, we can't reach them.
Rika looked into the distance while she spoke.
The evil of this corrupted village is probably beyond the means of those of us living in that muck. But I won't lose hope. Surely, someone who will destroy the stagnation will arrive.
You're very eloquent for a 6-year-old.
Very soon. I know.
Her eyes shone as if seeing... Rika, did your mother teach you those words? Stagnation. That's a really big word. Her eyes shone as if seeing a future that only the maiden of the Furude Shrine could see. So we got that. Marked as an opportunist, I believe, is what we just got. I imagine.
I think so, yeah.
Hold on, the music's still going. Oh, never mind. Okay. It was back here, I think. Back here?
There's a fly in my room, but I can't open the window to let it out because there are people having a domestic outside.
Oh!
Truly picture.
I'm so sorry. I don't think Rika's mom hasn't been suspicious. I thought her arguing about Rika being tested. The fly will resolve it. I hope so.
Fucking settling on their face, like, stop.
I think Discord cut my laugh out. Part-time job. Rena hasn't appeared yet. No mysterious death yet, as far as I know. Red capsule.
Ugh, I hate when it's like even somewhat close to me because it makes my skin itch as if it's crawling on me, even if it's not.
I hate flies. I love bugs, but I hate flies in particular. I've talked about this a few times. The way to kill a fly, there are 2 ways. 1, put your hands right above it, like you're about to clap, and then clap right above it. And that's a good way to kill them. Or Jamiroquai at it.
I know what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to kill it because then there'll be schmutz on my hands. That's
I know.
Gross.
I know, and you like particularly don't like gross dead bugs.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Whimpers, cries, sobs, etc.
I love cicadas. They're very big and loud.
I want a cicada in my home going meep, 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 meep.
The ones here don't sound quite like the Higurashi, but it's really fun to like stand amongst the trees and hear the cicadas in the tree above you just and then like you hear in the distance, and then it's further in the distance, and then it like kind of cycles around because they're like, that's their mating call. That's how they yell at each other, like, fuck me, please, please.
Oh God, please! When I went out to grab my food from the Uber Eats driver the other day, I stood by some grass and I got to hear so many crickets.
Wow. So many crickets.
I love bug sounds. No. Oh. That's right. The L5 patient was dissected. That one guy. Oh. Alright. So now we got this.
Furude-san, thank you for waiting. We just finished the last test. She'll be back soon.
I hope she is able to help.
Of course. Rika-san will help the whole village. I think we'll be able to come up with the treatment soon. I lost my place. We're still looking into the structure, but we're finding out how important Rika-san is to the villagers. People with more serious conditions can't stabilize themselves. But we found out if they get close to the queen carrier, they can generate some kind of substance in their brain. This substance has a calming effect, and it seems to have the power to bring the symptoms down. If we can produce this substance, it'll end up making a powerful treatment.
I see. Rika has that kind of power. You shouldn't be surprised. People say that maidens of the Furude Shrine have the psychic power to calm both souls and demons, don't they? Even before we discovered it, it was already recorded in the history of the last few hundred years. We had a fear of cicadas for a little while, which, because I was in the car with my dad one time, and one flew into the car, and half of it fell into the car on the floor, and was still crawling. Ah! That's so sad. Poor cicada.
That's true. I'm impressed with how wise people were back then.
Me. The tests are all done.
Rika, good work. You must be getting tired. Why don't you take this and go get something to drink?
Me! They took a lot of my blood.
I just needed to read it like that.
They took a lot of my blood, so I need to replenish.
Rika took the 100 yen coin that was offered to her and ran out into the hallway.
I appreciate Rika-san's help. If she hadn't offered her assistance, our research wouldn't have progressed this far.
Rika is very concerned about her friend with the syndrome. She said she wants to help because of her. Doctor, please take Rika's feelings into account. Rika in the corner drinking from an IV bag of blood. Dude, okay, small tangent. At Halloween Horror Nights in Florida, they have an alcoholic drink that they serve through an IV bag that looks like blood. And I want to try it because when I worked there, I was 20! So I couldn't drink! I'm mad about it! Ah! I need to go back to Halloween Horror Nights. I have not been since I worked there, basically.
Of course. We're taking up her precious time every Sunday. So we'll make sure to get to the bottom of this. We may have to put her through some rather rough experiments, but I hope you'll understand.
We'll never harm her in any way, though. She's such an important person. She's the reincarnation of Oyashiro-sama, after all. I wonder how people back then found out about this syndrome, and how they knew the Furude family were the descendants of the queen. I'm truly impressed.
By the way, there's something I have to ask you. I'd like to ask your permission to collect her cerebrospinal fluid.
Aha!
Also, there's a chance that we'll have to drill a hole into her skull to examine the inside of her head.
A hole in her skull? Hang on.
It's been a while. Of course, we'll take every precaution. Mika-san is the one and only queen carrier. We'll make sure that she's safe. Her safety is our priority.
Another small tangent. There was a medical procedure in like ancient times that we do not know much about. I think it was called trepanation or something. It's something like the word trepidation, I remember, where they would drill a hole in your skull. And we only have, like, proof of this because there are, like, skulls that have been found that have holes in them. And we're like, why was this a thing? But there are theories that it was, like, to relieve headaches and stuff. And I think about it sometimes. Trepanation. Okay, I was right. Yes. And that just reminded me of it. Of course, since Rika-chan is a girl, we won't shave her entire head. However, we'll have to ask her to stay at the clinic a little longer so we can keep our eyes on her.
She can still receive visitors, of course. You're more than welcome to attend the examination. I'm sure she'll be more relaxed to have someone she knows nearby.
Do you really need to perform this examination? Is it really safe?
I can't absolutely guarantee her safety for either collecting cerebrospinal fluid or for drilling a hole in her skull. There's always the off chance that something might go wrong. Also, Rika-san may suffer from some physical and emotional discomfort. Even if it's this important, we can't perform it without the parents' consent.
The whole chat Japans themselves. Yeah, don't do that. Maybe that would fix you, who knows? Actually, I've already talked to Rika-chan about it. What did she say? She said that it's fine. Drill a hole in my skull, it's okay.
I've explained to her the possibility of danger, but we still need your consent.
I like the idea that because she's a girl, they won't shave her whole head. But if she was a boy, they'd be like, ah, fuck it, it'll grow back. It's always been really strange to me that for some reason, like, it's more acceptable for girls to have long hair than boys. But, like, boys, like, their hair grows faster. Did you know this?
I didn't know that, actually.
Yeah. I don't know how much faster, but I learned that when I was a kid, and I was like, I think that was the beginning of my wokeism. that was why I was such a woke child, is I was like, hold on, wait a minute, what why is makes no sense. Also, like, AMAB people tend to have longer eyelashes than AFAB people. And that also confuses me. Like, why are we always portraying, like, girls as the ones with, like, long eyelashes? And I'm like, huh?
Raises
strange.
a paw. I looked it up.
Mm-hmm.
Girl hair growing faster than boys and boy hair growing faster than girls, completely a myth. It's pretty much the same.
No way! Thanks for fact-checking me. I read that in, like, a science book, like, years and years ago.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, a lot of science back then was super into the idea of, like, humans being incredibly sexually dimorphic, and we're just, like, not.
Yeah.
Like,
I wonder
other
if
than, like,
the eyelash
secondary
thing.
sexual characteristics and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Like, a book in the 90s would tell me lies. See, the internet isn't the only place that tells lies. Books, educational books from the 90s will also tell you lies. Uh-huh. The more you know. So now I know. Thanks for fact-checking. Sometimes, Rika truly believes that she's the reincarnation of Oyashiro-sama, so maybe she feels obligated to sacrifice herself for the villagers. I do remember the pharaoh picture, unfortunately. The white pharaoh man. My god. Oh, idiot. Cal, where'd you go?
What an impressive child.
Could you please let me talk to my wife? She understands the situation, but I still need to explain it to her.
Sure, of course. Please talk it over with her.
So this examination is an extremely important step in the process of stamping out the syndrome, right?
Yes, it'll solve the mysteries of Hinamizawa syndrome for sure.
At least it'll be the first step.
As I already explained, if something happens to the Queen Carrier, the whole community here may be in danger. In other words, it's possible the whole village could end up with terminal symptoms.
That's right. According to the studies, within 48 hours of the death of the queen carrier, everyone with the disease will become dangerously sick. We must prevent that from happening no matter what. If something happens to Rika, the whole village will go insane.
Yes. It's our job to prevent that. It might seem ironic that we have to put your daughter in danger, but this is the only way to stamp out the syndrome.
Dr. Irie, I hope you'll succeed in that examination. As I said, there are no guarantees in medicine.
Sure.
Irie answered with a nod, interrupting Takano's vague response.
I will succeed. I'll save Rika-chan, and the villagers too. I promise.
Okay. I'll talk to my wife. I'll let you know our decision.
Yes. Thank you.
White Pharaoh is a Marvel villain from an extremely obscure 80s Spider-Man run. Yeah. This is her laughing at your joke, sheep. After Rika and her father left, Takano started to laugh.
What is it? What's so funny?
Oh, nothing. I just thought it was amusing to get permission from both the patient and her parents beforehand.
Rika-chan is going through something she doesn't have to. I thought I should, as a courtesy. I would have gotten consent from the man last year had he been in normal condition.
Are you being tormented with guilt ever since you started your research here?
What do you mean?
This type of teasing was normal from Takano, but maybe she had gone a little too far. Irie made it clear how displeased he was to hear that. You can only research Hinamizawa syndrome by using living beings. You feel guilty continuing your work because of that?
Those guilty feelings are a necessity. Whether it's a murder or dissection, the fact that you're taking someone's life is the same. We have to accept that at the same time, devote ourselves to our research.
That's an extremely impressive theory you have there. Then, Dr. Irie, how many times have you gotten consent before you cut into people's brains? Irie didn't think Takano knew about that. How many brains have you cut up without consent, using your selfish theory that people commit crimes due to the mental disorders as your excuse?
That is...
Common sense changes with time. Back then, doctors didn't need to explain anything or get consent beforehand. So I don't think you have to be concerned about the past. It'd be a problem now, but it was okay back then. So that's fine. But you feel guilty, and that's why you want to get consent from Rika-chan beforehand, and why you wanted to get it from him, right?
That's not true. In the first place, the treatment and dissection are...
Listen, boy. What you want is the stamp of forgiveness known as prior consent, right? What you want is some stamp of forgiveness, some deception to fill your heart so you can atone for your past sins. If you regretted what you've done, then you'd never get involved with brains again. Yet you're dragging regrets behind as you continue to deal with brains, guilty all the while. If you truly acknowledged your actions as a sin, then you would have refused to accept the appointment as director. Isn't that right, boy?
I don't need to listen to this. Excuse me.
You must listen. The field of medicine is constantly won in battles against that era's ethics and social values. When Dr. Takano discovered the existence of the syndrome, the people in power at the time just disregarded their own ignorance and scoffed at his foresight. But he didn't stop researching until he collapsed. He believed that someday he'd be acknowledged, even if it was after he died. He still believed in it. He could do that only because of how strong his conviction was. If it wasn't for that, he would have given up. A strong will is what keeps research going. Only the most determined can achieve a result. But you don't have that. You're a coward who still can't decide if he should be proud or ashamed of his achievements. How could you accept the position of director with such half-hearted determination? You knew from the beginning that this research couldn't be brought to fruition without adding further blood to your already stained hands.
I don't know what to say. Maybe I am half-hearted.
Then why don't you resign? You'll still have the obligation to keep things secret, but at least you won't have to feel guilty anymore. You may be my partner, but you're also simply a person who was requested by my client. Now that this research institute is fully developed, you aren't needed. If you don't even have the necessary determination to do research to begin with, you're an especially useless partner. I'll never quit researching. I'm not afraid of guilt or regret. My conviction is what will take me to the future. Just like Dr. Takano succeeded, I'll succeed alone.
That's impressive. However, though my determination may not come close to yours, I too have a will, and that's why I'm here. As you said, I already have blood on my hands. After I arrived in Hinamizawa, they got even bloodier. So I can't just run from my responsibilities. I'll probably continue to be tormented by my unatoned sins, but I won't run. I'll get to the bottom of Hinamizawa syndrome. That's the least I can do for all the people who gave their lives for this research. And also for those who will give their lives from now on.
Irie wore a determined look on his face. He appeared different from even a moment before, when he was baffled by Takano having brought up those painful memories. For a short while, Irie's eyes displayed his strong will, and then he turned around.
We'll probably get consent for Rika-chan's examination, so please start preparing for it.
Yes, I understand. Director. They got their consent the following week. We got consent for cerebrospinal fluid.
It's true, we did.
It's true, we did. It's true.
Cerebrospinal fluid feels like one of those things that should be harder to say, but it just kind of slips off the tongue.
Cerebrospinal fluid.
Let's fucking go, Video Ghost.
Let's fucking go, Zeke. How are you? Yippee! Higurashi, you're at the last chapter. Welcome. We're lining the pieces up. Thank you for the resub. Live specimen for research. Tragedy at the dam construction. We already did that. It's already highlighted. Fuck! Did we do this?
No. Can't. We can't do it. We can't do it.
Third year curse. Rika's mother's suspicion. I don't think we have her suspicion yet. No death of the aunt. That's not. No. Damn it. I thought. You are unfortunately a VOD watcher. That's not unfortunate. That makes me feel better about, uploading VODs. Yay! I like that VODs are watched.
Makes me so happy.
Makes me so happy. Okay, that one's done. No. She didn't get a high fever yet. No part-time job. No Rena yet. No Rena. They haven't died yet. Revenge? Keiichi has not even appeared yet. Game board. I still don't know. Okay. There's a lot of VOD watchers, you'd be surprised. There was one chapter of Higurashi we recorded off stream and posted on YouTube, and people still watched it.
It's true.
It's true. And real. I'll find it eventually. Don't worry about it.
We have to break this fate.
Ah! Hanyu, like, maybe this one. Ah! 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 It didn't work! Really? Damn, okay. Dude, I have so many Silent Hill VODs, it's like disgusting. I played Silent Hill for 6 years straight, I think. That sounds insane. But every year I play Silent Hill. At least 1, 2, and 3. But, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again. I do make the same jokes every year, I feel. Every year, I look at the dog, the fucking dog head in Silent Hill 1 that, like, clearly was, like, shot into the basketball hoop. Every single time, I just pause and go, slam dunk. It's so fucked up. I have to do it every year. Insane? Yeah. Nothing will top last year when I installed the mod where James dances.
That shit was so awesome.
And I didn't tell anybody. I kept a straight face until monks told me to die. I just saw him go LOL, die, all caps. No, I don't have the remake on PlayStation. I mean, not PlayStation, PC. That's what I meant. I have it on my PlayStation. So I cannot mod it, alas. That'd be fun though. I can mod Silent Hill 4 and Silent Hill 2. Because I have PC versions. Why the fuck is nothing working? I probably picked the one that... I'm good at video games.
You're so good at video games.
I'm so good at video games, dude. You have disgusting mods? Oh. Oh no. What have you done? What have you done? Do you have Shadow the Hedgehog as James? And Maria
Like
from
a nude mod or something.
Oh, there's plenty nude mods. I think you can make a Pyramid Head naked.
Do you know him? Wish I
Oh,
did.
that's... That... No, that... No. No. No, no, no. No, no.
What?
That is disgusting, Vale.
There's a Chris Chan itty mod, and I have James so much.
James's old model, that's fine. Chris Chan, no. No. No! No!
That just, I don't know, that just seems cruel. I don't like that.
No. Why is this one... It's like the only one that's not weird. I am actually at a loss right now.
Let's go back to the beginning.
Yeah, that's what I did. Okay. Discontinuation of dissection. Kyosuke Irie's motive to become a doctor. Come on! That has to be it! Third year's curse of Oyashiro-sama? It's not it. Because that's, Rika's parents dying. That hasn't happened yet. Opportunist and suspicion from Rika's mom? Not a thing. Satoko Hojo's aunt. Aunt. We will connect your fragments soon. Come on! thought this could be it. That's not it. Execution order for the third year's curse. Declaration from Oishi is required. Declaration of war, to be specific. So that's definitely not. There's no bat. Prior consent for the collection of...
We have that.
We have that. I thought I clicked that one. What the fuck? The lights came on in the meeting room as the slideshow ended, and all the auditors began to applaud, praising the EDA Institute's dramatic accomplishments.
Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. To be honest with you,
Wonderful.
I wasn't expecting too much. Wonderful. Wasn't expecting too much from this Hinamizawa syndrome research.
I figured that even if there was progress, it would be 3 steps forward and 2 steps back every decade.
Oh my. How... Why did I say it like that?
Oh my.
Oh my. How impressive it is to achieve so much in such a short period of time. This is all thanks to you, Director Irie. Oh no. This is all because of the staff that supported me and Takano-san too.
Don't be so humble. Director Irie is a genius in the field of neurology. After all, he's also produced greater achievements than any other doctor when it comes to the brain.
That's true. Not many doctors as young as you have nearly as much experience operating on brains. Congratulations, Lieutenant Colonel Irie. Now I can go back to Tokyo with my head held high.
That fucking outfit is consuming him. It's like a
eating him alive.
moo-moo.
I'm honored we gave you something good to take back with you, Tomitake-san. Tomitake Square, Tomitake Square. By the way, could you please stop calling me Lieutenant Colonel? I just can't get used to it.
That's you.
I almost prefer Lisa-san at this point. I bet you do, huh? What's that?
What do they mean by this? You sure were a huge help. You're the one who secured funding for our research, even when we couldn't produce feasible results. We couldn't have done this without you.
It wasn't any trouble. But really, the results you presented today are just brilliant. Not only have you found the cause of the syndrome, you've also provided a clear path toward future research. We're looking forward to hearing more progress when we come again next time.
I'm sure the Tokyo office will quit bothering us about cutting your budget with these sorts of results. After all, we nearly lost our budget for the canned coffee we provided to you all, didn't we?
Tomitake-kun, make sure you report our progress to Tokyo well enough that they give us enough funding to hold a party.
We've been getting nothing but the stick. It's time for the carrot.
We'll be happiest if that carrot comes back in the shape of funding.
And with that congenial atmosphere, our routine audit was over. Irie was surrounded and being questioned by National Institute of Infectious Diseases workers who had joined the auditors.
Takano-san, congratulations. Can't really say this out loud, but all the progress I've seen tonight is thanks to your hard work.
Thank you, Jiro-san. Jiro-san and I are the only ones here who know that strings were pulled in order to create the Irie Institute, so only Jiro-san can understand what I had to go through. But I've only just risen to the stage for my research. My opponent and I are finally in the same arena, that's all. The critical fight comes after this, and it should be getting even more exciting in the future.
By the way, Manager Nakagawa told me to tell you that he wants to hold a presentation in Tokyo. Even the Alphabet Board wants you to come meet with them. I guess they all want to hear this directly from you.
Oh my, isn't having you explain enough?
Nah, I don't think that's what they mean. I bet they want to meet such a pretty researcher in person, maybe.
My, aren't you being silly, Jiro-san?
Excuse me? Do you guys know it's legal now?
What?
Takano, there's a phone call for you from Tokyo.
What? Anyway.
You okay?
Thank you for holding. This is Takano.
Hey, how are you doing?
Made Koizumi sensei so gay.
Like I said, it's legal now.
I almost said a different word. Anyway. Koizumi sensei, thank you for taking time to call me.
You know, I heard you made significant breakthrough, Mio-chan. So I had to call to congratulate you.
Thank you very much. Yes, thanks to your support, we've been able to accomplish the first step of identifying the microbe that causes Hinamizawa syndrome.
I see. Great job, Mio-chan. I'm sure Takano-kun is very happy in heaven right now.
That's a little too early to say. My grandfather was attempting to go beyond merely identifying the cause of the syndrome. His work was about showing the possibility of human thoughts actually being controlled by parasitic agents in our bodies. Only when that is proven will his research be recognized for the great achievement it is. When we're able to explain all thoughts and religions with parasites, the world's going to be tossed into chaos.
How interesting. I can just imagine how those religious big shots will react once they find out that their leaders are parasites. How interesting. I'd love to see that. I won't die until you show that to me, Mio-chan.
Please don't say that. Do look forward to it, though. I'll make sure that this research will spread shock throughout the world. Then the whole world will finally realize how great my grandfather was, and they'll be fighting each other to read over the documents he left behind. Only then can I say that I've repaid my debt to him.
I'm a little envious of Takano-kun. I don't want money, you know. I don't mind getting rid of half of what I have. I just wish I had a grandchild who would carry on my legacy.
Thank you so much. Those words mean so much to me.
By the way, I sent you a present.
Oh.
It's a nice bottle of wine for you to celebrate with.
I will remember this.
I didn't know your address, so I sent it to the clinic. However, they told me they're having a difficult time importing it, so it may take a little while. But when it comes, please have a party with the people who helped you.
Celebratory wine? Well then, I wonder what expensive sort of drink Koizumi-sensei will be sending us.
Oh, it's not that kind of expensive. Don't you remember, Mio-chan? Takano-kun used to keep a particular bottle of wine.
I remember. That's right. My grandfather kept a certain bottle of wine. I don't know if he bought it himself or if someone gave it to him, but he treasured it, and he always said he'd open it when his research finally gained recognition. I was a child then, so I don't even remember what brand it was, but Mr. Koizumi would know. He went through all the trouble to find the same bottle of wine for this special occasion. For the first time in a while, Takano felt the same sunny warmth she experienced during her time with her grandfather. I'm reading this as Takano. For some reason, she's speaking in the third person. Thank you very much, Uncle Koizumi.
I like it when you call me that, Mio-chan. I don't feel like you're speaking to me when you say Koizumi-sensei.
I can't help but smile along with him, because I think Tomitake and Irie were just having a similar exchange. If you like it that way, then I'll be happy to call you that when there's nobody around.
I'll be happier if you call me that even in front of people.
Why are you being so fucking weird? I don't know exactly how old he is, but if he can laugh so energetically, he'll live for many more years to come. I guess the saying about living a long life is true, after all.
Takano-kun and I both wished you were truly a part of the family. We really did.
My grandfather had his own family, of course. But because he was so into his research, he became estranged from his wife. They were legally married, but they lived separately. I never met his family when I was a child. I only met them after my grandfather committed suicide. We didn't know that until just now. During his latter years, my grandfather went into psychological despair and began to look at his life with cynicism. His condition became worse over time, and he was shocked at his own dementia. He was afraid of living while his consciousness degraded. So he jumped off the rooftop of the hospital. Only my name was in his suicide note. None of his family members' names were in it. That's when all his relatives showed up and took everything my grandfather left behind. They were afraid I was going to get his estate. They had lawyers and all that, so I backed down. I asked for everything in his study in return. Those idiots don't understand the value of my grandfather's research. They were actually happy to strike a deal out of court. They could also get rid of the piles of papers and jars with human organs in them. They never even showed up once when he was alive, yet, like hyenas, they appeared after his death. I never let them put their hands all over my grandfather's research. Fortunately, I was able to protect my grandfather's soul from their tainted hands.
Okay, I'll get going here. If there's anything you need, be sure to call Uncle Koizumi, okay? I'll do anything for my granddaughter.
Thank you, Uncle Koizumi. I'll work even harder. But the time for break number 2?
Yes.
Okay. Let me find the next thing now, because I remember it being in the top left corner. Something about wine. Damn it! Damn it! That was the only one I remember about wine. Fuck. Okay, so this was the last one we were on. I'm gonna start going through them again. He didn't die yet. No high fever. So that one wasn't. Part-time job, no. Awareness of his sins, of forgiveness of Rena. Rena's not here yet! No Ryugu. No Ryugu. No death. No Maibatas. No red capsule. Fuck. Revenge of Miyotakano? Nope. No Keiichi. Raw sea urchin. I have no idea what that's talking about. No game board. A fragment from Onikakushi chapter is required. I don't know if we have any of the fragments from the chapters yet. What would that mean? It's just like something that happened like within the timeline of the game? You think? I don't know.
I'm sorry, what are you asking? I could not follow that.
So a fragment from the Onikakushi chapter is required. So does that mean we had to see like a vignette from?
Maybe? I'm not entirely sure. We could try.
That's playing already.
Damn it.
That's okay. We're not gonna be like continuing the story, so don't worry about being ad blasted, everybody.
This is horrid.
You have to break fate.
No wonder Hanyu gave up. We gotta figure this out. I have no idea. let's just go on the break and then come back
Okay.
with fresh eyes. Yeah.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Do you want to be muted?
Yes.
All right. We're muting. Green Herring, thank you for the resub. Appreciate you.
Hi guys.
Hey, we're back. Also, Yoma said, where are you getting fresh eyes from? From Lushy. In his little box.
So true.
So real. So true and real.
Did you
Alright.
know that Inscription's a great game? Did you know that Daniel Mullins is working on Panda Circus? Fucking
Pony Island
Pony
2.
Island 2.
I'm so excited. I love Daniel Mullins' games so much. Everybody should play the Hex too.
It's true. I don't understand why people get weirded out by the like ARG story in Daniel Mullins games.
Mm.
Like spoiler bracket. They're like, oh, why did you have to bring Hitler into it? That's dumb and offensive. And it's like, I don't think Hitler being present is offensive.
No.
I think that's silly.
Never. Oh, I thought you were saying you never heard of Inscription. The Hex is one of Daniel Mullins' big game before Inscription and after Pony Island that people kind of gloss over. I want to gas up the Hex real quick, and there might be hang on. There's theater stuff. We'll talk about that later. I'll talk more about that later if we could talk about that later. Anyway, the Hex is a very well designed game to the point where a friend of mine who teaches game design in college, actually every part of her curriculum that she teaches, she makes her students play the Hex and write an essay about it, because the game design is so fucking good. Because I want you to imagine fucking Wreck-It Ralph, okay? Imagine Wreck-It Ralph. Imagine if that was a game where you are jumping between different game genres and things are crossing over and intersecting and stuff like that. But they're all made by the same game dev. And through the games that are made by this game dev, there's a deeper story about this game dev's experience as a game dev. And it's really good and meta and cool, and there are really good puzzles toward the end of the game that are based on programming that make me really happy. It's really good. I really like the Hex. It's so fucking good. And the general control scheme is fairly similar throughout the WASD keys and the mouse. But there's a cooking game, there's a fighting game, there's a top-down shooter game, there's so much. There's an RPG. Oh! Is this one on Steam that came out in 2018? I don't remember when it came out, but it is... Hang on, let me look at it. The Hex. Yes. It came out in 2018. I really didn't like Pony Island. Really? Really? I liked Pony Island a lot. I really like Pony Island.
Me too.
Yeah, I think you got Pony Island for me, actually. And then I was like, this whips.
That's possible, yeah.
There's also an antagonistic character in the Hex that has a very brief cameo in Inscription. And by brief, I
missed
mean it's literally a frame at the end of Inscription.
Miss her so bad.
I love her. She's so fucking scary, and I love her with all my heart. I love that game. Alright. Maybe there's one that I think is completed, but it's actually not. Discontinuation of Dissection. Third Year's Curse of Oyashiro-sama. Rika's Mother's Suspicion. Death of Hojo's
I
aunt.
feel like we have Rika's mom's suspicion. Do we have the other thing for that though?
Yeah, the Opportunist.
Mm-hmm.
It's not it?
Damn.
There's also the Research. Shirakawa Park accident. No. I don't think that ever happened. Execution order for the Third Year's Curse is required.
No, I don't have that.
Death of Koizumi. Completion of the medicine. Rika Furude's high fever. Bottle of wine. We already tried that. Part-time job. Footsteps following Hojo Satoshi. Awareness of his sins. Forgiveness of Rena Ryugu's sins. Like I said, Rena's not even here. T-set. Red capsule. Revenge of Mio Takano. Keiichi. Game board, game board. She doesn't have to be here, I forgive her. Okay, so that was not one. That was not one. That's not one. It's already almost been 3 hours. Oh, what the fuck? This game's awesome. What the fuck? Okay, so none of those. I'm just gonna click every one of them that isn't. And hope and pray. I already tried that. You know what? Just in case. Just in case. We don't know. We don't know. Okay, Aunt not dead. I think this is exactly what Hanyu did, actually. Yep. And then she went insane and she gave up.
Insane.
Insane!
Asylum.
I'm insane! Every time I think of that, I just think of Outlast Trials and I want to play it. That's the whole that's the whole vibe of that fucking game.
I'm crazy.
I'm crazy.
Insane. Asylum. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. I'm insane. I'm insane.
I haven't touched Outlast Trials in a while either. They had like the update where like you can, what was it? You could like spy on players through the camera or something? That was strange. They're strange. It was fun. I really like the concept of Outlast Trials. However, like I feel like things got really old really fast because all the maps, like there was no RNG involved at all. It was like all the maps were essentially the same thing, and like if you replayed it, it would be the same. And also, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Invasions. That's what I was trying. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, it was like an invasion. You could invade other people's games. And you could look through the cameras to, like, figure out how best to invade. It was very strange. But, like, all the missions that they had, they felt like attractions at like Halloween Horror Nights, and I think that's why I liked it so much, because I felt like I was going through a house in Halloween Horror Nights. It was fun. It was fun. There was a lethal like I played recently that was very extremely strange to me. Funnel Runners. It was what I thought was a storm chaser game, and it kind of was. So I thought the mission was gonna be to like get a video of a tornado or like different types of storms and natural disasters. But it turned out the entire way that the game worked is your truck like had many parts not working. Like you had to replace the tire, you had to replace the oil, you had to fill it with gas, XYZ, and what you would do is you would run around town looking for the things to fix your car while 8 tornadoes spawned. And I was like, what a strange premise. Break into people's houses and garages to find spare pieces for your car, while a tornado has the potential to whip you out of the building. I have clicked every single fucking one. I swear to God, I've clicked every single fucking one. You watched me do it just now.
There might be some that you've passed over though, because they're already cracked.
This is one we've already done. Damn it.
I think you might have to go through it. It's okay, there's like a fast button, right?
Sort of. Sort of. Not really. I was trying to press space and it just hides it. Damn it. Damn it. It's so emotional. You rob people to escape. Yeah, exactly. Have we seen this? It was highlighted like we'd seen it. I don't remember seeing Rika in the clinic like this. Now I'm confused and concerned. This is new. I don't remember her making that face. Now I'm pissed off.
Alas.
Alas.
It's okay, we can go back to it once you skip through.
I'm mad that I can't. Like, I swear to God, that was highlighted like we'd done it. Maybe
Now
it's
we'll never know because it's gonna be highlighted now.
Fuck. Fuck. Shit. Okay, so I swear to God. Alright, let's try. Rika, wait! What just happened? I skipped that! Okay, this must be EDA then.
Plans for Satoko-chan's dissection are moving right along. I don't want Satoshi-kun to be sad. I feel pity for Satoko-chan and her harsh circumstances. I'm still struggling with how much I have to sacrifice for the sake of research.
EDA? EDA? Yeah.
Sorry. What is it, Rika-chan?
One of my friends has been in the clinic for a long time. Do you think she has Hinamizawa syndrome?
I skipped it. I'm sorry. He said, who told you that?
Who told you
Who told you that?
that? Can't you see I'm busy?
No, and I just thought about it. So what do you think, EDA? Does Satoko have Hinamizawa syndrome?
Rika-chan is on our side. There's nothing I have to hide from her. Actually, I probably shouldn't keep anything from her. Yes, the problems with her parents and their sudden deaths. It was all too much for her to bear. Maybe that's what triggered it.
What did the test results say?
L5. She seems perfectly fine on the surface, but her emotions are extremely unstable. Since the other day, she's even been refusing to meet with Satoshi-kun.
Satoshi told me. He's worried that it's taking a very long time for Satoko to get better. Irie, what will happen to Satoko?
Satoko-chan is Rika-chan's best friend. How can I tell her that we're planning to dissect Satoko-chan? However, even if I don't say anything, she already knows that Satoko-chan's situation is extremely poor.
Didn't you find out a lot of things when you examined me?
Sure, of course. We're even testing medicine which might be able to control the symptoms.
Can't you give that medicine to Satoko?
I thought about it. But it's too dangerous. We're still in the trial stages and trying to gather more data. We can't use it on someone who's in a delicate situation like Satoko-chan.
Then, if you won't try that medicine, what will happen to Satoko?
She spoke as if aware of our plans for Satoko-chan. No, she must actually know. I've told her about most of my research. She's more mature than she looks, so it'd be easy for her to figure out.
If there's even a 1% chance of Satoko getting better, then I think we should take that chance.
It's extremely risky. Worst case, she could immediately display terminal symptoms and hallucinate, or potentially lose her consciousness and spend the rest of her life just staring blankly at a wall. Either one would be too cruel a fate for her.
So are you saying it's better to have her die in her sleep? Irie, just like Takano says, there are no guarantees in medicine. But if we don't do anything, Satoko will die for sure. I think it's clear what we should do.
That's true. You're right. But I know too well. C-103, the medicine that's being tested, may not even be something that can be used. It may not even have a 1% chance of success. Worse, I can't even imagine what kind of tragic end she'd meet if her body rejects the medicine. That's why I'm tempted to believe it would be far more merciful to feed her to my favorite food. Let her gently fall asleep, and after that, dissect her while she dreams. I don't want to admit it, but Takano-san is right. I'm being indecisive and showing a lack of resolve. How effective could the medicine made by someone like that really be? So, because it was medicine I created myself, I couldn't even believe there might be a 0.1% chance of success.
I think we can believe in it.
She spoke as if she read my mind. Surprised, I raised my head up to look at her, and found her giving me a reassuring look I never would have imagined someone her age capable of.
People's lives depend on your job. It's almost absurd that a human being can control life and death like that. I can't even imagine the pressure.
Her voice hasn't changed, but I feel like Rika-chan is admonishing me. Almost as if she knows what it's like to be responsible for human lives.
Guilt and regret are part of that. That's why you can't use the medicine on Satoko. Isn't that right?
Takano-san said the same thing when she criticized me earlier. I'm being criticized again.
But that's why I can trust you with Satoko.
What?
Human lives are precious. You understand that very well, and that's why you do what you do. Without knowing that, how could you heal people? Do you think I'd trust medicine created by Takano, who thinks humans are just her guinea pigs?
I shouldn't have laughed, but I couldn't help it. I felt like I should laugh.
If both you and Takano each produced different medicine, I think yours would be the one to cure her. Because your medicine came from your heart. Your will to heal people is what cures them.
You're absolutely right. I can't believe you're admonishing me about my medicine.
Why are people yelling?
You can still hear that?
Yeah.
My window is closed. I'm sorry that there's nothing more I can do.
That's fine. I'm just like, holy shit. I hope things are okay. Ah,
I let you use my body for Satoko. Everything you took out from me is for her. If you created that medicine with the knowledge of how precious human lives are, then of course it'll work on Satoko.
The Shrine Maidens take confessions. If they do, she's doing a great job at being a Shrine Maiden at this age. Your big fucking tail.
I'm
This
sorry.
will be a gamble. The question is whether Satoko-chan will accept it.
Hang on, maybe I could crop it.
It's fine, you don't have to. Fine,
Ah,
you live.
ah.
You're fucking. Something is happening with your mic. It was like moving at a rhythmic pace.
What?
Yeah, there was like a noise. Like it was like the fucking mic was, or something near the mic was moving at a rhythmic pace because your little PNG tuber was moving, and it was like boop 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 boop, and I'm like,
I don't know. There's nothing moving at all.
that's fucking crazy. That's crazy.
That's
Pass-
something emitting faint caramel dancing.
Yeah.
We don't need to tell her. Learning of the Hinamizawa syndrome will only dredge up the deep scar on her heart again.
What did she mean by those words? When I realized it later, I was surprised how thoughtful and perceptive she was. Let's stop plans for the dissection. We're gonna give Satoko Hojo C-103. I'll do my best to increase the chance by even 1%.
Don't worry, Irie. It'll work.
You shouldn't be so optimistic.
I know it'll work. It's already decided. That's a very reassuring prophecy from the Furude Shrine's Shrine Maiden. Go for it. Yay! Yay!
The faint caramel dancing. This beautiful music.
And then the screaming from outside.
Okay, so the discontinuation. C-103's implementation on Satoko is going well so far. It wouldn't make any difference to me if the experiment failed. However, ADA's extraordinary focus and attention to the experiment has avoided Satoko Hojo hallucinating or turning into a vegetable during the experiment. And surprisingly, we see prospects of her returning to normal life despite reaching L5. C-103 still has many issues, but this experiment proved that even a person who has reached L5 can be cured. I didn't believe it at first, but I guess I have to acknowledge Irie's hard work. Only Irie could have done this. He was tormented by a naive humanism and didn't want to make mistakes, and that is why he felt obligated to cure Satoko Hojo. The reason why I dislike Irie isn't because of his achievements or abilities, but because of that weakness. But this time, I had to praise him for it. I saw your report. I must tip my hat to you.
No, I only did my job as a researcher. If that means fulfilling my duty as a doctor as well, then nothing could please me more.
It's hardly an exaggeration to say that Satoko is now our most valuable specimen. After all, she's the first human to reach L5 and live.
That's true. We'll let her go back to her life and keep our eyes on her. I'm going to tell her to come here every Sunday for a checkup.
But how are you going to explain to her that she has to give herself a C-103 shot 3 times a day, and also that she has to come here every Sunday? She has no subjective symptoms.
I'm still trying to come up with a good excuse. I think I'll tell her that I want her to help me with my research. She has to give herself shots daily and come here every Sunday for a checkup. I'll pay her for helping me, or something like that.
I guess Irie is determined to cure Satoko Hojo no matter what. He seems determined to keep her off the dissection table. He and I are in different positions, but I don't have any complaints about his naive ideals so long as they translate directly into passion for our research. If his plans can be put into effect and produce a different result than the dissection would, then they'll still be useful to the overall understanding of the Hinamizawa syndrome. I have nothing against Satoko Hojo. It's only that I see her as a research specimen. If she can be useful in that capacity without being dissected, that's perfectly fine with me.
We have to get permission from her guardian to give her shots 3 times a day. After her parents died, her aunt and uncle have been taking care of her, right? I hope they agree to her involvement in such suspicious research.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure they'll be happy to once they realize they'll receive 100,000 to 200,000 yen every month for it.
Do we have enough money?
Sure, as long as we can produce documents that'll convince Jiro-san.
Okay, then I'll work on that. Also, we'll need to take action to prevent stressing Satoko-chan. We don't want her to return to L5. I hear her aunt and uncle are very mercenary. Perhaps we can handle them with cash. I plan to provide my help with their guidance too.
I've heard Satoko-chan isn't getting along with her aunt and uncle. I never thought that'd affect us in any way, but now Irie has to deal with them. Maybe he's developed some kind of sense of responsibility or duty as her guardian. I don't really care. The more responsible he feels, the more progress our research makes. That'll be a plus for me.
By the way, I saw the report in H1070.
Oh, compared to your success, it's nothing. But I guess it was some kind of accomplishment.
It's honestly ironic. I thought that I said iconic at first. Hashtag iconic. The same research center that's produced the remedy to save her from derangement has developed a dangerous drug that could instantly induce it.
Irie wasn't involved in the H170 research. That was my work. In fact, even if I asked him, he wouldn't have agreed to be involved. This dangerous... I forgot how to say
Reagent.
that. It's reagent. Because there's an item in Look Outside called reagent, and my friend who was playing it, his first language isn't English, so he was like, what the fuck? How do we say that? And I had to look it up. I was like, is it regent or is it reagent? Because he was saying reagent, and I was like, I actually don't know how to say that. Anyway, this dangerous reagent was developed during the process of uncovering the mechanisms behind how the pathogens controlling Satoko Hojo's brain could induce derangement or paranora. Paranora? That sounds like paranorman, but like gender switched, gender swapped. Anyway. Fucking Satoko Hojo's brain could induce derangement or paranoia in their host. To put it bluntly, injecting H170 into a patient with Hinamizawa syndrome forced them to express terminal symptoms. It threw the brain into a simulated state of agitation, intentionally forcing the pathogen to grow unstable. If we continue researching this, it will be possible to drive anyone with Hinamizawa syndrome violently insane at any time. Studying the mechanism behind that will help to solve the syndrome's mysteries. So the study on H170 will be extremely important to future research. Also, this medicine has military applications as the client requested. At this point, there's absolutely no use for it. But once our research progresses a bit further, this H170 could be spread at the right moment to cause a certain type of reaction. Compared to a killer virus, it seems like a useless pathogen. But there's no way to detect it in a dead body, and it makes it look as though the person just went insane spontaneously, so it must have some useful applications. The Marco Polo Bridge incident threatened to end research on Hinamizawa syndrome before. A historically important incident like that couldn't have been created by a killer virus. But it's possible with Hinamizawa syndrome. The elders of the Alphabet Project, the sponsor for our research, can think whatever they want about that. I don't care how they use what I've learned. My purpose is to solve the mysteries of Hinamizawa syndrome and to make people realize how important this research is. Also to make people acknowledge my grandfather's accomplishments and achievements. Any military applications were just byproducts of the process that I didn't care about.
The clients will appreciate your accomplishment. Maybe our budget will increase for next term.
Passion alone can't keep research going. We need money.
We must thank the sponsor for giving us so much funding. Or this much money to come from public expenses.
Maybe Japan is richer than I thought. They're public expenses, but they're expenses that can't be made public. Irie has no idea what I had to go through to get that money. Anyway, our research is going extremely well. We don't know what we'll find out about Hinamizawa syndrome, but I'm sure every mystery will eventually be solved. I can hardly wait. What the syndrome indicates is that humans are simply empty containers, and what we believe to be our will is simply the actions of parasites that live in our brains. If that mystery is solved, it would have a greater impact than anything else in history. That is a truth which nobody wants to believe. This is an achievement my grandfather predicted back during his time. Ah, I know now. I know the reason why my grandfather was so fascinated by his work. They think that parasites control every fucking thought we have. Damn. Okay. Nope.
Can I show you something
Sure.
Yoma sent me while you were reading?
Can I share this?
Yeah.
Okay. Hang on.
Can we make that a server sticker? If there's space.
I'm sure I can. I'm sure there's space. I'll have to just remind me after stream and I can do that.
Yeah.
He lives there now. Dying. Hang on.
I love
Yeah.
him. Thank you, Yoma.
It's awesome. Okay.
Holy shit.
Okay, so what that did is we got H170 now. There's also this okay. Okay. This one. Damn it! Damn it! Hang on. I need to lock the fuck in. I feel like we should do like one more, depending on how long it is.
Yeah.
And then we can check in on Takano and Tomodachi.
Confined.
Confined.
It's honestly iconic.
Damn it! I thought that was it. Ah. 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 Please. 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 Okay. Guess we can go to the beginning again. Okay. We're already here! There has to be another one, right? Big teddy bear required. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. It's getting harder and harder to figure it out. Oh. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Okay. Third Year's Curse of Yashiro-sama. These are all highlighted. We did these. These are not. That's not. Okay. That's not. Okay. There's no death of Satoko's aunt yet. I thought that was it. Damn it. Damn it. Man. Maybe it's this? Nope. Fuck. There's no bat to beat her to death, but I'm gonna pick it anyway because I don't know. Maybe there was a bat in the background and I just didn't notice. Mysterious bat. No. I already picked that, but I'm gonna pick it again. Fuck. Do you think Hanyu also had an image of Irie pinned to her magical fragment space? Yeah. I think she did. I think this is why she gave up. She was so tired of seeing Irie in the corner, right underneath chat. Bro, what the fuck? These are all done. They're all highlighted. I know Rena hasn't appeared yet, but maybe... Okay.
Maybe we can force her appearance. Smile?
Can we?
No.
4th year's curse is required. Fuck you. Watermelon from the Sonozaki family.
We have that, but we don't have the Ryuga family moving in.
My anger. The Fudu days have not died yet. Keiichi! My son! Help! Help me, son. Red capsule. No. Fuck. Fuck me. God damn it. Okay. I swear to God, you guys are seeing me, like, click every one of these. Fuck. Fuck! Brute forcing this shit. The music is just gone forever. As I awkwardly click every single one. Hoping. Dreaming. Wishing.
Praying.
Praying. I don't understand.
Alright, let's go back to the beginning and go through
Okay.
them all. Alright, so we've done that first one, we've done the second one. What's the third one?
3rd year's curse of Oyashiro-sama is required, so the Fudu Day
I don't think we have that.
The Fudu Day is dead.
The next 3 we've done, so what's the one after that?
Being marked as opportunist is required because a mother's suspicion is required.
We haven't run back to Rika's mom yet.
No.
So what's the last one? No.
Death of Satoko Hojo's aunt.
Alright, done. What's the third one? Results of those are required. The truth about the Shirakawa Park. And I know that you tried that one.
Mm-hmm.
That's not it. So what's the bottom of the row? The next Satoshi Hojo's sister must refuse his visit at the clinic. We have that.
Mhm.
I think it might be this one. Maybe?
It's weird that it's highlighted though. Does it highlight and then get
It's
rid
not
of...
highlighted the same. Because the ones that are done have that shine in the like top right of the box, and that one does not.
That's so stupid, man! What do you mean? Ah! Bad game. Bad menu design. Satoko-chan's dissection plan has been scrubbed, and we are getting ready to administer an almost totally untested medicine, C103. This experimental medicine suppresses the production of a certain type of hormone, and in doing so, it will stop the transmission of the syndrome triggering Satoko-chan's condition. The mechanism of Hinamizawa syndrome is as follows. The pathogen takes over the frontal lobe of the patient's brain and then induces increased responsiveness to paranoia. As a result, a patient voluntarily carries out excessively defensive behaviors to a problematic extent. She's getting HRT, Hinamizawa replacement therapy. If this induction can be cut off, then it will be possible to save terminal patients from becoming deranged. But it only cuts off an induction, so it's not really a cure. Ironically, the brain is an organ that learns. Once the brain has learned to be excessively paranoid due to the Hinamizawa syndrome, even after the pathogen is eliminated, the brain doesn't simply unlearn that paranoia. In short, even if the pathogen doesn't induce derangement, the patient will be directed to such emotions of their own volition. Thus, it is impossible to completely escape the nearly deranged L5 state. The proverb, "a burnt child dreads the fire," is a good example of this. Even after the burn on your tongue heals, the fear of being burned by food again remains. When it ends up being a good thing, we call it learning a lesson, and we call it trauma when it doesn't. God, it's true. We predict Satoko-chan's treatment will take a significantly long time, requiring both medication, such as administering psychotropics, and mental care, like counseling. Psychotropics. I feel like we've had this discussion before. We have to slowly unravel her mind-solidified paranoia. Ah! Proxy. Ah!
Whoa!
Proxy. You have come to our final vignette of the night for Higurashi lining up the pieces together, yours and mine. Wow, how was your stream? Welcome in, everybody. If you are new to Higurashi at all, there is no feasible way we could catch you up. So if you would like to skip out just because you don't want to see spoilers, we are on the final chapter of Higurashi, so we will be spoiling you immediately. So I'm giving you all the chance to like zoom out. But if you like indie horror stuff, welcome in. Give me a follow before you leave, please. I'm dying. It was all right. I was playing Pocket Mirror. Hell yeah. That's the RPG Maker game, right? If I remember correctly. Anyway, welcome in. I'm here with my friend Cal, and
Hello.
we're gonna be reading some stuff about medical practices and shit. So, Proxy, if you gotta take care of yourself, please go do so. But otherwise, welcome in, everybody. If you're okay with being lost, or you are already familiar with Higurashi, welcome in. We are gonna be continuing. Let's go. We have to slowly unravel her mind's solidified paranoia while also suppressing the syndrome's induction of derangement. This is the treatment plan for terminal patients like Satoko-chan. However, as we are going to stimulate the parts of her brain that affect her emotions while they are being stimulated by the pathogen at the same time, it's possible there could be unexpected side effects. Both her mental and physical strength hold the key to our success. We were going to begin the experiment once she regains her emotional stability and physical strength, but someone who threatens to disturb her emotional stability has been coming here every day. Oishi, the sly old detective from the Okinomiya Police Department. He thinks everything from the dam protest to the dismemberment murder of the construction manager is an organized effort secretly conducted by the three families of the village. He even thinks the accident involving Satoko-chan's parents wasn't an accident. That's why he keeps coming back so he can talk to Satoko-chan.
No matter how many times you come, I won't let you see her. She's still crippled by the shock of her parents' deaths. Can't you understand what she's been going through? I understand. I only need a few minutes with her, really. It won't take long at all. If you want me to get a warrant, I will, but that's pretty serious, you know. I'm being considerate of Hojo-san, and that's why I haven't gotten them. What are you trying to ask her anyway? I don't really understand. Well, actually, it's possible that the fall was not an accident. I knew the Hojo couple were hated by the whole village after the business with the dam. But who would actually follow them on their trip and push them off? Don't you think that's absurd? Well, we could call it an accident. But if that was the case, there are some things which just don't make sense. Why lie? With those lies, I don't think it was an accident. What lies? Well, Satoko Hojo-san said she was asleep in the car at the time of the accident. I think that story sounds a little off, doesn't it?
Satoko-chan, I know this narration is Irie, but I want to save your voice because Oishi is here. Satoko-chan claims she was asleep in the back seat when the accident took place, so she didn't get out of the car at the viewing platform. When she woke up, she didn't see her parents. Then she found out they had fallen off the cliff.
Where's the lie exactly? Where's the lie? You aren't saying Satoko-chan wasn't really asleep and she went over to the viewing platform with her parents, are you? That's right. Satoko Hojo-san was never asleep. She got out of the car with her parents and went to the viewing platform.
I'm suddenly hit by a terrible possibility. If what Oishi says is true, and Satoko-chan is saying she didn't go to the viewing platform even though she actually did, it's terrible to even imagine.
Why are you saying such a thing? Besides, why would Satoko-chan lie? That's just it. Why would Satoko Hojo-san lie? That's why I need to talk to her. Otherwise, this won't end as just a simple accident. Why are you convinced that Satoko-chan is lying? This accident took place in a different jurisdiction. The guys from the Shirakawa station conducted the interviews with the parties involved. There are things that bother me in the report. Bother you, though? Like what? According to Satoko Hojo-san's statement, her parents asked her to come with them to the viewing platform, but she was sleepy, so she didn't get out of the car. Then she fell asleep and woke up after a while. She became concerned because her parents didn't come back and started to cry. One of the park workers on patrol noticed her crying and talked to her, and that's how the accident was discovered. And at that time, guess what? According to the park worker's testimony, she was the one who had first said her parents had fallen off the cliff. But you see, it's hard to see the accident site in question from where their car was parked. If you look very carefully, you might be able to notice the broken fence. But still, you know, I think it's odd to say your parents had fallen off a cliff just because you didn't see them when you woke up. Normally, most people would say something like their parents went for a walk and didn't come back. It just doesn't make sense to me that she told a stranger that her parents had fallen off a cliff without even being to the site of the accident. I want to ask her why she was so certain that her parents had fallen off a cliff. That's why I keep coming back here. I asked her many times before she was admitted here, but all she said was that she doesn't remember or that she was confused at the time. Sounds like a politician, huh? That's why I think it's worth taking that time to talk to her.
That terrifying possibility has turned to certainty in my head. I'd assumed that her parents' accident triggered her terminal symptoms, but no. Satoko-chan had already gone terminal, and just before the accident, her heart was filled with paranoia that drove her mad. She was under a lot of stress because of her bad relationship with her stepfather. She was also being scolded by her mother for not being able to get along with him. That made her paranoid, made her think her parents considered her to be a bother and were going to kill her. When they went to the viewing platform, she must have thought they were going to push her off the cliff. Then a tragedy took place, and she pushed her parents off instead, although she considered it to have been self-defense. I'm certain of that, because I know Hinamizawa syndrome better than anybody. This accident isn't an accident. It isn't a crime either, like Oishi is thinking. It is simply a tragedy. When I talked to Satoshi-kun about the family, I was even more convinced. He told me even though Satoko-chan refused to open up to her stepfather, he had tried to communicate with her. It's true the relationship didn't go well in the beginning. Satoko-chan caused trouble repeatedly, and even called the city's child abuse hotline. At that point, they received guidance from the Child Consultation Center, and they pointed out that the problem lay in lack of communication between daughter and stepfather. So the stepfather took a parenting course under the social worker's guidance, and awkward though it was, he made efforts to communicate with her. Satoshi-kun noticed his efforts, so he tried to talk to Satoko-chan about it. But Satoko-chan didn't notice them at all. The excessive stress she was under triggered terminal symptoms, and she couldn't understand her stepfather's remorse. On the contrary, her stepfather's change created even more mistrust within her. As a result, they went to enjoy the beautiful view of the Shirakawa Nature Park as a family and to share in that joy at that humble, ordinary... I fucking read that so wrong. View of the Shirakawa Nature Park as a family and to share in that joy. Yet that humble, ordinary family's wish couldn't even get through Satoko-chan. What a tragic misunderstanding. Satoko-chan stayed in the car telling her parents that she wanted to sleep, but then she got out and snuck up behind them. But he heard her footsteps. He pretended not to notice her, thinking that she was doing that to surprise him. It's sad just thinking about what must have ran through his mind. While he thought he had finally gotten through to her, she was actually approaching him with the intent to kill. That's not Satoko-chan's true nature. It's the disease. Satoko-chan isn't the only one who is to be pitied. Her parents are its victims too. And now, Oishi thinks she's a criminal. Judgment and punishment are required for crimes with malicious intent, but what she really needs is understanding and sympathy, and no one has that understanding except for me, because I know about Hinamizawa syndrome. I am the director of the Irie Institute, but I've never behaved as such or exercised that authority. But I'm going to do so for the first time since taking the position. I'm not doing it as the head of the Irie Institute, the secret research organization. I'm doing it as a doctor, so I can protect Satoko-chan.
It's about the Hojo family's accident at the Shirakawa Nature Park. Do you think you can ask Okanogi-san from the Mountain Dogs to make it out to be an accident?
Sure, of course. That's no problem. The Mountain Dogs are a unit specialized in concealment and manipulation, after all. We have to put an end to it quickly, otherwise the police will end up getting closer to finding out about our research.
That's right. Please make sure, especially Sir Oishi-san is drawn away from this case. We're at a delicate stage of the drug administration test. She doesn't need any more unnecessary stress.
You're absolutely right. I'll let the Mountain Dogs know. I've heard that even... I've heard they even have connections within the police, so I'll give the order to put pressure on them, too. I'm sure the accident in Shirakawa will be concluded as exactly that within a few days. With that, it was declared an accident. If only it really was one, it would have eased Satoko-chan's soul. Getting rid of the pathogen can't heal that wounded soul, nor can it erase the tragedy that had already taken place. All I can do is my best, so the day she regains her smile comes sooner. Papa! Oh, it's fucking Irie's still
Confirmation.
here. Confirmation.
She did that shit, poor kid.
She did that. She did that. We know that now. We do know that now. Okay, so I can exit and go save, right? That's a thing I can do.
Mm-hmm. The last time.
So, we have learned. We have learned one. What have we learned, chat? Takano's grandfather died by suicide. He didn't die of old age. He was starting to feel the effects of old age, and then was like, I can't deal with this. Fragments are difficult. They are. It looks like some of them are red and they're not, and it pisses me off a little bit. But I'll try to remember that for next time. So our next fragment, I'm logging it in my brain, is the one that has to do with the Shirakawa incident, what actually happened. That's our next one we're gonna do. Put a pin in that. Got it. Cool.
Ooh.
Woo! What else have we learned? We've learned...
We've learned a decent... Go on.
I was about to say that Rika, we weren't really aware that the Fudu days were actually like fully in on like everything that was happening, and that might have something to do with their death. Like, we didn't know that they knew about Hinamizawa syndrome, and that they knew about the queen carrier, and that Rika, like, totally consented to the, experimentations and stuff, and she was fully aware what they were for. Like, we didn't know about that until today. So, that's pretty cool. That's pretty fucking cool. What were you gonna say, Cal?
Pretty much that, not gonna lie.
Pretty much that. So we learned some things today. Gosh, it really has been 3 hours, but I'm just like, man, I want to do more, but I feel the effects of fatigue on both of us, and I think it is time to wind down by checking on the Blorbos real quick. Cal, if you want to stick around for that, you can, but if you want to skedaddle because tired, that is also good.
I'm probably gonna dip out because I'm tired. I only got 4 hours of sleep last night.
Oh my god! Nah, go sleep. Go rest.
I got a tummy ache.
No! No! So sorry.
I'm gonna go lay down.
Go lay down.
I'm gonna go lay down. Thanks for having me, everybody.
Thanks for being here. Great job
Thanks
as
for everything.
always.
Thank you. You as well.
Yes.
Enjoy the rest of the stream, everybody. I hope
Everybody?
that you have so much fun and that you get a sweet little kiss on the forehead tomorrow.
Wow. That's so beautiful.
Except you, Spoonie, because you don't really like to be touched. Grin.
No, I don't.
So I hope that you get a delicious treat in your fridge instead.
I will. You know what? That inspires me. Maybe I do want a delicious treat. That'd be great.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Alright. Goodbye, everybody.
Good night. Goodbye.
Good night.
Good night, good night. Alright, everybody. We're gonna wind down a little bit. Things are happening on the Blorbo Island. And as per usual... Oh, I saw Zuby Bunny's little love bubble. Hopefully it's still there. Oh god. Ah! I'm so mad at you. Go back to your home. Go back to... Go back to your home. Where is your home? I don't remember where you live. Hex is... What? A delicious treat. There's Lyle's house. There's Takano's house. I forget where I put Zuby Bunny. Kowalski's over here. There she is. Maybe if I put her back in her house. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's so good. Hang on, I am very quickly, since we're winding down, I want to make sure I do that. Okay, there we go. She has fallen. She has fallen. Oh no. Hopefully she'll get that love bubble back because I really want her to confess to Enna Dream Barbecue. Why are you angry, people? What happened, people?
I'm in the middle of a fight. For real.
I'll get someone to help. Maybe your sister can help. Viv, help. Viv is trying to calm people down. By talking about, now that's what I call music. So to those who may be new to the Blorbo segment, many of the people on Blorbo are my OCs. Whether they are from a game I made, or they are dragons based off of fruit.
Totally. You're so funny.
Viv is
For
based
real.
off of watermelon. Peepo is a pineapple. And then there's also Jen, who is a dragon fruit. We all hate...
That helps.
We all hate Peepo here.
Okay, I'll go try to patch things up. For real.
Okay, so I guess Peepo and Leon Kennedy fighting. Many of the residents of Blorbo are from games I played on stream.
Sorry about before. For real.
Which are mostly indie horror games. and some just
I
horror
won't
games.
forgive you.
Leon will not forgive him. That's fucked up. Extremely. Mort and Xenobot72 recently got divorced.
We couldn't patch things up. For real.
No! That's okay. He deserves it. Suffer. Suffer. This is Ruby, our first child. This is the child of Viv and Addie. So she's a drabbit.
Hey, streamer.
She's a drabbit.
I'm hungry.
She's also hungry. Would you like some filet mignon?
Yum.
She would. She eats very carefully. I love you, Ruby. You're so cute. She likes it. Good. She numb like a goat. I mean, she kind of looks like a goat. A little bit, like a green goat. She looks like Moonchild. It's Moonchild. Whoa, oh, oh.
Whoa, oh, oh.
Perfect. Spoony, no, why?
Whoa, oh, oh. I always wanted to say.
Happy for you, Ruby. No, see, it makes sense. She has a UFO, see? She's Moonchild. Whoa, oh, oh. Who's Hex in love with? Let's check on Noel. This is the child of Ezra and Zale. So
Fancy seeing you here.
what has he be? What is he? He's like an amalgamation.
I see. I think Cam and Grace would be fast friends.
Cam and Grace, Resident Evil 9. What should
What
they
should
talk
we
about?
talk about to help them get along?
Children's card game. There's so many things you could talk about. Home wrecking. Ritualistic disembowelment. Getting addicted to drunks. That dank gun autism. Murder. Courting evil women. I mean, Cam is married to Kihira.
Got it. Hee hee. I'll go round up Cam and Grace.
What evil woman would Grace court? Grace is married to my friend Dusk.
I see. Grace, say hello to Cam. Hee hee. I see. Cam, this is Grace. Hee hee.
Do you feel like talking about courting evil women?
Yeah.
Sure, but tell me, Cam, how good are you at courting evil women?
She's married to an
I
evil
don't
woman.
want to brag or anything, but I don't think you'll find anyone on all of Blorbo who's better at courting evil women than me.
Fuck yes.
That's amazing. I really respect folks who are good at courting evil women.
Hell
Wanna be
yeah.
friends?
Hell yeah. Hell yes. A friendship has been made through courting evil women.
Gruh, want to hang out?
Gruh.
Gruh, you look great today.
Cam is one of those people that shortens everybody's name, no matter how, even if it's
Hey,
one syllable.
Gray, long time no see.
Hence, that's why her name's Cam. I think it's short for Cameron.
Having them talk about courting evil women was a wonderful idea.
I know,
I
right?
think this is the start of a beautiful friendship. Hee hee.
Awesome. Noelle has leveled up. My beautiful son. Good job. Here, I give you... What would you like? I give you Bubble. Beautiful. The bubble.
Thanks. I'll check it out later. Hee hee.
I'm happy. I'm glad.
Yes, Mommy.
Alright, he's gonna be chatting. Hex, who the fuck are you in love with? What if it's monks?
Hello.
What are you thinking about, Hex?
No foo-foo. I can't
No!
explain it, but Ireki is on my mind all the time lately.
No!
I'm just making it up, huh?
I swear to God. No! That's worse! No, Monks really likes Hex, so I probably would have said yes, and it'd be funny. Okay, Xenobot's doing better now. Maybe, okay, I kind of want Xenobot and Sintra to at least be friends, because they're both AI characters. Sintra's thinking about something though. Maybe Sintra wants to be friends with Xeno. What you thinking about, Sintra? I'm so pissed off that Zuby Bunny lost the love bubble.
Drinking coffee.
She really is thinking about those beans! How did you do that?
I want to be friends with Hinako.
Oh, that works too. Great thinking.
What should we talk about?
How the fuck did you do that? Silent Hill. My tail's blocking it, but Silent Hill.
Got it. I'll go talk to her about Silent Hill.
It's perfect.
Hey, Hinako. Do you feel like talking about
I think Sintra's one of my favorite Miis.
Silent Hill?
She turned out really good.
Tell me, Sintra, did you see that report on TV yesterday? The one about Silent Hill? Of course I saw it.
Silent Hill syndrome.
I've been itching to talk to someone about it. I was fascinated. Plus, I've been wanting to talk with someone about Silent Hill. So, let's be friends, and then we can talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice. They both bow and their heads just bonk into each other and they're like, oh, but it's okay, we are friends now. She would call her by her surname. Shimizu. A polite concussion. I wonder if that happens in like, cause in Japan it's like, you know, you bow to people to show respect. I wonder if they ever like accidentally bow at the same time and hit each other in the head.
Shimizu, want to hang out?
That's actually correct.
Sintra, what?
I think Hinako would call her Rei.
Ray, how goes it?
Yeah.
Looks like Shimizu and I are friends. Thanks to Silent Hill.
Isn't the world
Seems
beautiful?
like I can have a fun chat with Ray.
I feel like everybody else has gotten super tired of this game, and I'm over here like, no, this is my, this is how I end stream now. I can't stop. It's just so funny. Hell brought you all together. Alright, what little quirk should we give her? I don't think she would show any emotion, because she's a robot. She already has nonchalant.
I speak with a radio.
Blinks a lot is kind of funny. But I kind of wish she didn't blink at all. I think Night Owl. Let's give her Night Owl. Hinako is also now an adult, and so is Rika, because they wanted to get married, and they couldn't get married unless they were adults. So you can, like, transform them into adults. Strange. Speaking of. Rika is bored and wants company. Would you like to see your wife? Dude, would you like to see your wife?
This is for you.
Wow.
I had the same idea.
Wow. Wow. Oh, it's so cute. I'm gonna die. They're super in love. They're soulmates. Unironically, it's so
Thank you
cute.
so much. I'm absolutely bursting with love for Rika-chan now.
Good. 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 I love you both. Just so in love. Here's Takano. Uh-oh. I got scared that she was gonna fall in love with Perry. And I was like, absolutely fucking not. You stay away. She hasn't fallen in love with anybody.
So whoa.
But, Nikki from Obsession is in love with Takano right now. You're so cute. Girly pop. Oh, I should add girly pop. I should add Kawaii Angel. What are you doing, Scorch? Why is everybody so interested in the Forbidden Solitaire Jasper Gine children?
Cheers, Dakota. Cherry cake.
Dakota was born during a tornado.
Cherry cake.
There's a tornado in Kenosha. Oh, well, near Kenosha. And while we were hunkering down, Dakota was born. Motto. All right, let's check on all the blorbos.
Sure, nothing grabs the Lento. Bye, Lou.
They want everyone to read these Raccoon City news so they can learn to fear a children's card game. I see. All right.
Brandon of Flatland. How about trading a plan? You
The batter
can farm me the stats until
has
tomorrow.
purified this area.
Oh, he traveled the ship then.
Ah. Forbidden Solitaire Wizard and Jasper Gine are on a sweet date. Here's Casper, their other son. Brad Armstrong. He's going somewhere. Where is he going? That's right, he's in love with the batter. What are you doing? Oh my god! Oh my god, he can't! He's embarrassed!
Chance encounter with the batter. I'm still shaking.
Oh my god. Alright, Swansea and Trout are near each other. I think Swansea. When are you gonna fucking confess?
That's my darling Mike.
Now go talk to him, you stupid fuck. Give me the old man yaoi we deserve.
Happy seeing you here.
Rika and Hinako have fallen in love,
You off to.
started dating, and grown up and got married.
Tell me.
In the time it has taken for these two to fucking confess to each other. It's been months! No! Go after him. Go after him. Go after him. Go after him. Trout. I'm gonna get you. No. Trout. Walter. Get him. Get him. Swansea. I swear to God, Swansea.
That's my darling Mike.
Sure is. Now talk to him. Confess. You're both crushing. It's a mutual crush. Come on.
Well, Mike.
These fucking assholes.
Walter, extraterrestrial. What Narvel climate?
Walter.
Well,
Alright, whatever.
tram
Whatever.
transition.
They better fucking confess. Pasternak is here. Who is in love with Brad Armstrong. He confessed and Brad turned him down. I hate that gulping noise. It fucks me up. What do you mean there's not enough space? Go. Go after him. After him.
Good afternoon.
There we go.
Hey. Hey, come on.
Hey. Right, Sintra. I think Sintra. Are you thinking about playing fighting games? I think Sintra and Mado should, Zuby Bunny was reaching for Sintra, though.
A pleasure, Mardowski. Sintra. Hi. Oh, hello.
I think they're cute. I think they're cute. Zachary is also in love with the batter. They're wondering what would happen if they showed this ad on a giant woman. Let's see, that's spoilers for off. Kowalski and Milchek is crushing on Kowalski from Crime Scene Cleaner, which is extremely funny. Lyle is forever alone, but I love him. Look at him.
Hey, what do you need?
I need to feed you some food to show everybody how cute you are. Ready?
Yum.
Look at him. Look at him go. He's so cute.
Yay. I love you, Lyle. Lyle, look outside. You're so cute. Look at you.
The Blorbiest. Aw.
Hiya.
Herman Trout and Swansea had a bad time.
Hello.
Oh. No. I don't care about that.
What was I doing again?
Here's Nikki. Nikki, you should go say hi to your, crush. Takano. Here. Please.
Nice to see you.
Okay, whatever.
I thought I'd share this with you.
Why do you have
Oh,
corn?
perfect timing.
Oh my god!
Something for you too.
Oh.
How did that happen?
expensive. I can't accept that. But I have something for
Corno!
you. A bunch were gifted to me, so
Oh, no. I have too many of these.
Oh.
as it is.
Oh no! The implications of this are bad now.
sense.
Are really bad. No! No! I made, okay, so you know how in Lisa the Painful the currency is like dirty mags? I made the Corno mag for Brad, and it's called Dirty Mags. Anyway, Zuby, why the fuck? You should go home. You should confess. Funny joke about Silent Hill. Stop. 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 No!
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Anna, you bitch. Why would... Anna! Anna! Anna!
That's my darling Zuby Bunny. Nah. Huh?
You're captivated by her.
Salutations, sir.
I'm captivated by you. I'm so in love with you. Would you like some filet mignon?
Yum.
Look at her. Look at her. I'm so in love with her. She's so fucking cute. I love Anna so much. I have a problem. She's so fucking cute.
I hope you're making lots of awesome summer memories this year, sir.
She calls me sir. I loved you. Nah, Dream Barbecue, like, cause I watched like a couple of the shorts for Anna, and I thought they were cute and fun. And I thought Anna was really cute. I still like had a crush on her then. And then I played Dream Barbecue, and it got worse. It got worse. It got worse. It got so much worse. And I was just like, Jesus Christ, she's so fucking cute. When she goes, "That's my destiny." What more could I do? I'm like, "Ugh!" You're so cute. You're so fucking cute.
Salutations.
They didn't need to give her that sexy fucking salesman voice. I know, right? What'd she
Am I interrupting something?
what'd she fucking say in the game?
No.
Bless you for your business?
I watched a video on this once. Wait.
Bless you for your business. God knows the
Thank
rest.
you. It was no trouble at all.
It's an issue. Like, I've been rewatching like clips from Dream Barbecue just cause she's so fucking cute. And I'm like, this is like as bad as it was when I had a crush on the Onceler. That feels brave to say. Everyone had a crush on the Onceler. Everyone did. I mean this so respectfully. Oh no. Ani's gonna, like, roast the shit out of me. This does not surprise me in the slightest that you are a Onceler flan. Oh no. I actually made a video essay on it a while ago. Not being a Onceler fan, but on the Onceler fandom. Dude. There's something- okay. There's something about characters that are, like, so lovingly animated. I think that's it.
Yeah.
And Enna is really lovingly animated. And so is the Onceler. And the How Bad Can I Be song? As much as that song fucking sucks ass, that whole sequence fucking rules. And the way they animate him, he's so suave, he's so swag. And to this day, I feel like I watched the How Bad Me Be. I watch it and I'm like, damn! They animate him so, like, good! There's, like, so much care and love. Yeah, okay, funny thing, Ace. Funny thing. I should have the Onceler here. Dude, that'd be so funny. So, okay, so I made that video essay a while ago, on an old account. And there was another video essay that went up, like, while, my video essay was still getting, like, comments and circulation, about the Biggering song. And the Biggering song rules, and how, like, the video essay was about how Biggering does a way better job at, you know, advancing the plot than, How Bad Can I Be? And it's also a good song, as far as, like, you know, show tunes go, as far as, like, musical numbers go. And I got an influx of comments from people who got recommended my video through that video essay, because there were so many comments like, have you heard of Biggering? Have you heard of song Biggering? They should have kept Biggering instead. And I'm like, brother, I'm not talking about anything. Like, I'm talking about the Onceler. I'm not talking about how bad can I be. Why are you talking about Biggering? It's because it was relevant, I guess. I was hoping we get a Zuby confession. I was hoping we get a Zuby confession. Alas, not today. I have great plans for them once they get married and have a baby. I have great plans. Anyway, that's it. That's it for the Blorbos. We are gonna wrap up, but before we wrap up, I have many things to talk about, because the Kenosha Theater, its 99th birthday is coming up next month, September 1st, and what I like to do for September, at least within the past, like, year, I like to do a fundraiser for the Kenosha Theater Restoration Project. And if you haven't heard about the Kenosha Theater whatsoever, let me do a quick rundown for you. It was a theater built in 1927. It was commissioned by Carl Laemmle. Carl Laemmle was the founder of Universal Studios, so he's kind of a big deal. And this was back at the advent of film when big, movie producers were trying to sell people on their movies. They were getting really fancy atmospheric theaters, movie palaces as they were called, built. So like to get people interested in movies. So the Kenosha Theater was built as one of the first theaters to have sound. I think it was the second theater to ever have like movies with sound play. It came out the same month that The Jazz Singer came out. It was one of the first movies that was played in the Kenosha Theater. But it's also like a vaudeville theater. So they could roll up the screen and play like variety shows on the actual stage. It's a cool fucking place. There's so many things I could prattle on about, but that's a quick rundown of why it's historically important and why the restoration is so important. And there is a website and such that you can check out. We also have a Blue Sky, and we're also on Tiltify now, and that's why I'm bringing this up. So for the past since 2022, we have been doing fundraisers through my Twitch account. And the way I would do it is I would directly link the theater's PayPal to my donations, and people would send the donations to the theater directly. At first, I was actually getting the donations and then writing a check to the theater myself. But that sucks for taxes, I learned very quickly. That sucks! So, it is now no longer solely up to me and Case to raise money for the theater, because we're now on Tiltify. Anybody can raise money for the theater however they want, through streaming, through live events, etc., etc. You can go to Tiltify, you can automatically donate to the theater, you could set up Tiltify overlays, all that good stuff. So if you are interested in joining the fundraiser Discord, you can DM me, my work account, my personal account. You can email thekenosha@gmail.com if you want, and I will get back to you on Monday, because that's when I check that email. You can DM the Kenosha Blue Sky account if you want. I will also get back to you on Monday, because that's when I check the messages on there. But you don't even have to ask me permission. You could just start raising money for the theater. In the Discord, I am getting together assets, and I'm getting together like talking points, just like schedules you can make for yourself, and all that sort of cool shit. So if you're interested at all, you don't have to do any crazy like marathon, subathon, donathon. You don't have to do anything crazy like that. You can even just do one singular like 2 to 3 hour stream raising money for the Kenosha Theater, and that's enough. That's all you need, honestly. We're still figuring out the Tiltify stuff, like whether we want to make an event and add people to the event. I think that's what I want to do. I just have to see like what steps I have to do to be able to make events, because it looks like I have to upgrade the Tiltify. But I am prattling on and about that. I just need you all to know about that, so you know about that. Have fun. Contact me if you would like to be invited to the Discord. But again, you don't even have to get my permission. You can just set up the Tiltify yourself if you know how to do that. We are continuing. I'm gonna thank the top patrons. I'm gonna do it out of order because I have a list now that I'm just gonna read. So I can thank you all. Thank you, top tier devs. The first one on here is Dev. Top tier patrons: Dev, Proxy Glitchcat, Max Capacity, Go, Plumpy, Video Ghost, Victor DeGemi, Jordan, Scorch, Sheeb Inu, Aaron Masher, JM Racing Fox, Zehe, Verflare, Queen Snarf, Spicy Bara, Esther is online, and then merch tier patrons: Roanberg, Maddie, Crystal Rain, Jack, and Audie. Gamer tier patrons: Ren Wolf, Matt Frostpaws, happy birthday by the way, I don't know if you're in chat, Jay, Opus 13, Saxon Fox, Ina Koneko, Roaming Rovion, Mahudin Zin, Danny 81, Unavailable, Bash something, that sounds like two people, Bash and something, no, it's Bash something, Dusk Saint, Kaylin Aldene, Panzica, Dupli Fox, Rogue Spike, and Claire D. Freeman. Thank you all so much for being the top and gamer and merch tier patrons. If you would like to join Patreon, that is my most consistent source of income, and it would be really appreciated if you joined the Patreon. We are 8 patrons away from my next milestone, which once I hit that, I will start working on a new video essay. And you, the patrons and the Ko-fi members, will vote for what it will be next. I have so many ideas. It's kind of stupid. It's kind of insane. Other ways you can support, if you're allergic to Patreon, you can get stickers from my sticker shop. I'm also thinking about starting an ACG goods store. I might ask my friend about an invite for that, but I have Silent Hill stickers, I have Resident Evil stickers, I have buttons that I hand make myself. I have many things in my merch store. Mostly stickers, some prints, some buttons, etc. And also you are funding me getting a funny little treat. The other day somebody got an order so big I was able to buy a fancy breakfast for me and my friend. So thank you for getting that big merch order. That was awesome. That was the biggest merch order I'd ever done, and it was really fun to put together. But merch orders, you are funding usually a nice little coffee, at least. A nice little coffee drink. But join the Discord. Join the Discord. If you're a subscriber, or a patron, or a member, you get access to exclusive channels, and you also can join us in playing Abiotic Factor in our dedicated server. It's been really fucking fun, guys. It's been really fun. Every morning I get up and I go in, I pop in, I make some soup, and I pop out. I gotta make sure my patrons are fed. The science team must be fed with soup. I must make the soup, and then I must leave. I also gotta feed Moonpie. We have Moonpie in there. She's a little pest, like she is in real life. Anyway, I've been talking too much. Let's get out of here. Where are we going? Where is this tour heading? Where are we heading? We must depart. Breeze. I don't think I've ever raided her. How long has she been gone? Oh, Deltarune. Oh, chapter 5, Deltarune. Oh. Oh. They've been going quite a bit. She's been going quite a bit. I double checked the pronouns. She's been going quite a bit. And she's also toward the end, it looks like? This is something I haven't experienced in Deltarune. Maybe we'll find somebody else. Aaron Bunn. I think I've raided him once. Oh, he's been going a bit too. Aiden. Pochi. Ray Spark. Sergeant Uppies. Hope Dreams. Oh, it's been a long time since I've seen Hope Dreams. I think they might be going on a little bit longer. Let's go raid Hope Dreams. Perhaps. Have a nice rest of your day! I just remember when I saw Hope Dreams in my chat, I made an embarrassing joke. I saw her in chat, and I was like, thanks, Hope Dreams. Buh, 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 bye.